last time. What the fuck? Well, thank you for telling me, Dronza. I didn't realize I didn't have to do that last time. It just worked. Is that why? Is that what? Oh my fucking god! That's why I didn't get any. Oh, that's so fucking dumb. That's so stupid. Yeah, I saw it from here that you were live. Yeah, welcome into the YouTube chat, Dronza. Oh my fucking god, that pisses me off. Why? Why do I have to separately click the button? I clicked stuff. Fuck. Well, it's done now. Oh, I opened onto a balcony overlooking a garden terrace in full bloom. We're doing the story for anyone that shows up randomly on YouTube, I guess. That's so annoying, man. Here. Amid the moonlit blossoms, a lone figure stood at the edge of the terrace. Clarina? The figure stirred, then turned to face me. Mr. Adjutant. It was getting a little stuffy inside, so I'd step out for some air. Are you here for the same reason? Aunt Myra's friends have rather exotic. Yes, exotic. Aunt Myra's friends have rather exotic tastes. I don't know enough to join in without making things awkward, so I slipped out. Yeah, it was getting a bit too lively in there. The view is lovely from up here. I'm glad you like it. Aunt Myra keeps a busy schedule. If there's anything you need, I'd be happy to assist. You can relax with the formal stuff. I'm pretty easygoing. I guess graciousness is no excuse for poor hospitality. Would you care to join me in the garden? Sure. How exactly do I get down there? The railing came up to my waist. I had no idea how she'd made it down. Please, step up there. She stepped closer and gestured towards the net of tangling vines just beyond the railing. Don't worry, it's completely safe. Only then did I notice a few steps set into the wall beside the railing. I took the stairs to the mesh. Just as she said, I held my weight with no trouble. It held my weight with no trouble. Clarina swept with a flashlight. Oh, I didn't just say that. I didn't just say that. I didn't just say that. No. No, you did not hear that. Clarina swept with a flashlight over the vines wherever the beam touched. The strands loosened, gently lowering me to the terrace below. You fucking... no. That's amazing. Some kind of photosynthetic response? Genetic editing. It's a biotech application. Plants are easier to manage in experiments than animals, safer with broader potential. But what about daytime? Wouldn't the vines just lie on the ground? During the day... She glanced towards the wall. A staircase ran from the terrace up to the balcony. I hadn't noticed it before. The vines had hidden it completely. So, why the vines, if there's already a stairway? It's dark at night. You might trip on the stairs. Don't you have a flashlight? She looked up at the moon, visibly awkward. Right, flashlights don't make for good moonlight. Good design should balance function and aesthetics. Why? Stream elements? Why the fuck are you doing that on YouTube? Huh? Oh, fuck it. It just felt like Stream Elements is advertised. It's like self-promoting fucking Stream Elements. Good design should balance function and aesthetics. You know design too. Not exactly. Just know people with good taste. Picked up a thing or two. Please have a seat. The seats were simply cushions arranged along the terrace edge. A small case sat nearby. I sat cross-legged on one. She opened the case. A teapot sat up on the top. Its spout still steaming. The drawers below held several plates of snacks, which she laid out between us. There was also 2 small glazed porcelain cups. She poured the tea, its amber hue releasing a delicate fragrance into the night breeze. Please, be my guest. Thank you. I don't have tea with me, sadly. Beneath in the clear night sky, the air was steeped in the fragrance of tea. Clarina slipped delicately. Sipped. Fuck. She slipped delicately down the stairs and smashed her fucking head in. Clarina sipped delicately, her eyes fixed on the stars. I'm not... Fucking hope that's not appearing. Okay, it is slightly. Fuck. That's the downside of a compressor. On one hand, you know, everything's the same volume, can't peak. But also every fucking tiny sound gets amplified massively. Okay. Oh, nice. I turned to look at her. She was quietly gazing at the stars. Noticing my gaze, she slipped into her usual smile and gently refilled my cup. I shouldn't be here. Huh? This is your secret hideout, isn't it? No grown-ups, no pressure, quiet, safe. Your own little secret garden. I shouldn't intrude. Please don't say that, you're not intruding at all. She seemed slightly caught off guard by my candor. I should go back to the table. Thanks for the tea. Would you please stay a little longer? Only if you drop the formality. I suppose I can, but only when Aunt Maya isn't around. Deal. She smiled, at least a real one. Unrehearsed, unposed. Cat, I can't let you in at the moment. You can go round. You're not like Aunt Myra's usual friends. I'm not from her circle, but I had friends who were. Some thrived in it, others just tiptoed around. Had? Did you drift up because of your differences? Drift apart because of your differences? She died in Eurus. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe that's why this all feels familiar. I don't really belong in high society, but it reminds me of her. Everyone saw her as a leader, a symbol, a hero. People like that rarely get to be themselves. Duchess Orlova, I've read about her. Perhaps death was her only freedom. Even so, there's no reason to stop fighting, right? She paused, gave me a long, knowing look, then let out a soft laugh. I see. Aunt Myra brought you here to talk with me into it. Not quite. We've been entrusted with your care. I'm just doing my part. Thank you. I won't give up. But some things are simply beyond our control. If you do everything you can and still can't cure me, don't blame yourself. Some things are just meant to be. So that's what Miss Myra meant. My aunt's been talking behind my back, hasn't she? I wouldn't say that. She just described this calm acceptance you carry. Alright, point taken. She leaned in forward, the flower by her hand. The scent brushed her brow, coaxing out a soft smile. I'll keep trying, if only for the fragrance of flowers and the moonlight's quiet beauty. Do you enjoy music? I could play something if you like. Why stream? If I delete it, right? Let me Twitch chat. Nope, just Twitch chat completely refuses to connect on OBS. Great. Of course, I'd love to hear it. Then, please bear with me. Is that a fucking wasp? No, it's a fly, thank fuck. She took out a harmonica from her pocket, closed her eyes and began to play the old blues. Harmonica for a character is rather bizarre. I don't mind it though. And I don't have in-game music on. It's very pretty though. Hello, welcome. How are you doing, my dude? I hope you're having a wonderful day. A soft, wistful melody floated out. Her hands cupped the harmonica, hiding her lips. The plaintive notes, gently drifting, soon had me closing my eyes too. A lone traveller on horseback, jostled by the road, yearning for the open plains of home, bound for an unknown land, bearing joys and sorrows no one else could see. Excessively long pause. As the tea's fragrance faded, the melody drew to a close. The night returns to stillness. That was a melancholic tune. Melancholic? Just sitting in my room watching something on YouTube, but I also thinking about cooking some. Oh my god, sorry. But I also think about cooking some pierogies at the moment. What about? I do not know what that is. Let me. What the hell is that? Here. Oh, dumplings. Yo, those look amazing. Absolutely go make some. Yeah, I am doing okay. Very annoyed at the fact that I apparently this entire time have to click go live separately on YouTube. Because that's fucking great. Also, I've said the word YouTube so many times. Twitch, don't ban me. Like, it's not my fault. You've got an entire 40 minutes of fucking signature different Poland. I did not know that. I'm sorry. But Twitch, you've got an entire 40 minutes above every other thing. Like, you should be happy. Melancholic. Yeah. To leave or stay, to move forward or remain. No true choice, just the weight of what already is. Words meant to soothe become lies to convince oneself, unwilling to continue, yet dragged onwards by the current. What's this piece called? Picked it up by chance somewhere. Do you like it? I do. It suits this place. How shall I put it? Being a little pessimistic now and then isn't such a bad thing. Like this tune, it's okay to be a little pessimistic sometimes. If you like, I'll play it again for you sometime. I look forward to it. Please don't say I just got bitten. Just then, I saw guests trickling out in 2s and 3s. Engines flared, then faded. The manor sank into silence. It's getting late. Should we head back? I'd like to stay a little longer. Then I'll leave you alone. Good night. Sweet dreams. I retracted my steps back to the hallway. A maid guided me to my room. Just as I reached to turn the light off for light, the sound of her harmonica drifted in through the window. Good night, Clarina. The next morning, birdsong drifted through my window. The bed and pillow were just right. I'd slept like a log. The manor hadn't quite shaken off the hush of the night. Everything was still, save for the glowing lamps. Good morning, sir, Mr. Crazy. Good morning. Breakfast. Sorry, breakfast is ready. Would you like to dine now or wait for Miss Clarina? What about Miss Myra? Miss Myra's already eaten and left for the company. Then I'll wait for Clarina. Breakfast begins at 8:30. I'll return to remind you then. That's still half an hour away. Is she up yet? Miss Clarina wakes at the same time every day. I see. Alright then. What's that smell? The air smelled of something burn, and the sound of commotion wasn't far behind. Sorry, sir, if you'll excuse me. The maid gathered her skirt and rushed on. I'm imagining a Looney Tunes bit. The first thing I've got, where's the fucking frying pan? I was trying to think of something to do with PUBG because they use a frying pan, but I just completely fucking failed that. I can't make any jokes. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. See, this is the thing. This happens every single fucking time. When I am not streaming or recording, I can come up with lots of jokes in my head. I can come up with the perfect response, like not even like super delayed or something. It's like when I'm typing in someone's Twitch chat, like if I'm talking to Val in her chat or something, I can come up with something, that might be funny very quickly, very easily. But the moment I have to do it live, myself, or even just in a recording where I technically have infinite time, I all of a sudden can't fucking do anything. Everything in my head disappears. Not that I was watching that to begin with, but it just all goes away, and I can't seem to focus on a single thing because I'm trying to focus between being entertaining for stream, trying to play the game, because obviously ADHD means that I super try hard games for some reason. I shouldn't. I need to learn to just relax, because your mind has more things to focus on. I know that is the reason, but how is it that I get this with script writing as well for like a video. Like, I haven't uploaded a video in fucking ages. Although I do promise to get one out before. Well, I'm gonna get a video out Wednesday. Guaranteed, there will be a video this coming Wednesday. It's not a big video. I have a fucking very big video coming out at some point, hopefully this year. Your brain's RAM getting overloaded. Yeah, I'm running on DDR2. No way, lover, thank you. Yeah, oh god, I need to change that link. That link no longer works. Oh dear. Yeah. This is just a small video I have coming out. I recorded it the other day. I've just been procrastinating editing it, because of course I do that, because fucking everything. Or to be fair, I have spent the past 2 days playing Woowa, because Augusta, I fucking love it. She's so fun to play. Also, Pokemon Pocket, competitive, getting fucked by RNG, because of course I am. Out of a mix of concern and curiosity, I followed her after. She slipped through a side door off to the banquet hall, probably the kitchen. Next to it was a service hatch, through which I could see maids scrambling to clean up. Amid the frenzy, Clarina was being shielded by the other maids. Her face was smudged with soot, her expression dazed. In front of her, a frying pan was still smoking. Oh, there's your frying pan, Hayla. Clearly just put out, and in the center, something charred and unidentifiable. Is that supposed to be food? Quick, get a doctor. I'm fine. So this is what they mean by blowing up the kitchen. Someone informed Mr. Crazy that breakfast would be in 20 minutes late. Yes, Miss Clarina. The maid nodded and hurried off. I slipped back to my seat. Hey, give it back. Can you fly over to Philosia, or however the fuck you pronounce this fucking name? Because of course every goddamn fucking thing needs to have an impossible name for someone with dyslexia to read. She returned and gave me a quick bow. Moments later, a few maids brought out tea and snacks. Mr. Crazy, I sincerely apologize. Due to an oversight on our part, breakfast will be delayed by about 20 minutes. Please enjoy some light refreshments in the meantime. Miss Clarina will be joining you shortly. Now I'm getting hungry to everyone talking about food. Go get food. I can go through dimensions. Is that part of your lore? Halo VTuber well. Or just, you know, generally doing content. I wanna bully people into doing YouTube stuff. I'm cooking food now. Give now. Actually, I only had a bowl of porridge there. I should probably eat something soon. Please enjoy some light. Yeah, no problem. I'll just take it easy for a while. It wasn't long before Clarina entered and sat down across from me. Her face had been scrubbed clean of soot. She looked perfectly composed, as if nothing had ever happened. Good morning. I'm truly sorry. I wanted to prepare breakfast myself and share it with you, but something went wrong, so breakfast will be a little delayed. I expected to downplay or gloss over the mishap, but instead she owned up to it without hesitation. That's very thoughtful of you. It's no trouble. I'm in no rush. The tea snacks last night were already a treat. I'm about to Uber Eats up. No, make food. Don't waste money on Uber Eats and stuff like that. They should overcharge the hell out of people. Unless you mean the German word Uber. That's very full. Yeah. That wasn't my cooking. I'm not very good at it. You might end up disappointed. Really? That's not what Miss Myra said. She told me you had an exceptional palate. To be honest, I know quite a bit about cuisine, techniques, theory, and I've sampled my share of fine dining, but I've rarely cooked myself. I just felt like giving it a try this morning. Clearly, I still need practice. Some are with spinach, some with mushrooms and lettuce, and others with meat. Just an entire meat and Crete inside a dumpling. Man, that sounds fucking good. I love a good dumpling. We're having... Okay, when I say bangers and mash, what does that mean to people? Because it is a very British... it is also British. I'm curious what people think when I say bangers and mash. I was giving it a try. Someone clear, yeah. That's perfectly fine. Actually, it makes me feel even more honoured. Huh? Trying something new, something outside your comfort zone, takes more courage than sticking to what you're good at. Comfort zone does not exist, it's just what you like and what you don't like. Okay, maybe for cooking it's slightly different, like, it's just experimenting. I hope this doesn't come across as too forward. She paused, met my eyes with this quiet sincerity, then went on. But I can't help feeling glad we met. Oh god, I can see the hand holding already. Same here. Even though you probably come up to my ankles. That's wonderful to hear. I'm not the easiest person to be around, or so Aunt Myra says. But that's why I don't connect with so many people, so... Sounds like the best mashed potato. Bangers and mash. So a banger is... Fucking that word's been ruined by the internet. Bangers and mash is sausages and mashed potato. It's a very nice combination, comrade. But also we generally... Bangers and mash generally is traditionally just a big pile of mashed potato with... traditionally, aesthetically, you stick the sausages in, just sticking up, like in the mash, like it's like a sparkler dome kind of thing. And then you usually put gravy on top, but we also put a bit of veg because you gotta get them greens. Either spinach or green beans usually. Close enough. Yeah, close enough. It's good. It's good. And that's why I don't connect with so many people. So that can't be true. I only met you yesterday, but that's not how you come across at all. Maybe Miss Myra just has high expectations. Oh, actually, I've seen you once before. Huh? Really? I usually stay here at the manor, or occasionally go to lectures at the Acropolis. Where exactly did you see me? I was on a mission at the Acropolis a few days ago. I saw you on campus. You rolled down your car window and looked out. Very descriptive. Is that so? What a coincidence. Anyway, let's get back on track. We're leaving tomorrow, so I'll need to do some preparations today. She glanced over her shoulder, and the maid behind her gave a courteous bow. Your luggage is ready, Miss Clarina. Here's the e-manifest. It'll be sent to the airport for loan noon. The transport aircraft is expected to arrive in home by evening. Loading? A transport aircraft? I'm not sure about the details. I left it all to the maids. Would you mind taking a look? Just in case I forgot anything. Sure. I took the tablet and scrolled a few times, but the scroll bar barely moved. The more I scrolled, the deeper my frown. It looked more like a department store's restocking manifest than a packaging list. Is something the matter? I think you might be mistaking a trip full of... I think you might be mistaking a trip for a full-blown move. Well, let's call this a trip for now. Most people don't pack this much for one. A trip's meant to offer a change of pace. Like trying local food, wandering unfamiliar streets, saying somewhere new, seeing beyond your usual walls. Sounds like that. Photo on food channel is nice. Do send. That's what the trip means to most people. It might not suit you. It'll be a big shift for your usual life. Not sure how well you'll take to it. Send it and let me have a look. I want to see the food. Forget I have a food channel on my own Discord server. Oh, those look so good. You're stop fucking making me hungry, damn it. And someone is chopping in the kitchen. Great. I hope that doesn't appear on my mic. They look fucking great. Enjoy food. Yep, it's appearing great. I can't... There's just going to be chopping this entire time. Great. Brilliant. I need to get soundproofing in this room. This is like that's... The fucking compressor is actively making this worse. Can I... Okay, so I've turned off my compressor. It shouldn't be as loud now. Hopefully, I don't know. Why? Okay. I just can't be loud now at work. Wait. I don't think it turned off properly. No, is it? Yeah, okay, it did. Okay, no, it's fine. That's what trip meant. I hope my mic isn't too loud now, actually. I don't know. Fucking multi-chat is constantly in the way. I can't see shit, and I can't put it anywhere. put it there. That works, I guess. But I do know Yggdrasil will give you the highest standard of hospitality. That much I can promise. Besides, you've got me. Once we're in home, it'll be my turn to play host. I'll make sure you're well looked after. That actually sounds kind of exciting. Then maybe... also be big ones of cottage cheese. Oh, nice. Then maybe... She blinked fast, fingers tightening around her fork without even noticing. I was thinking, maybe I could leave all the luggage behind and just go with you to home. What? What? Is something wrong? No, of course not. Barmaid Miss Clarina, just a moment, please. The maid hurried off and soon returned with a sleek, overstuffed card case. Please, Miss Clarina, you absolutely must take this with you. Clarina opened it. Dozens of premium bank cards gleamed inside. What? She looked over at me as if seeking my thoughts. Works for me. Perfect, then it's settled. She chuckled and tucked the case away, already looking as if she were imagining the trip to home. Yay. More fucking... When is the first? Wow. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was bang on with 8. Oh my god. Well, technically 10. Oh, there is so much exposition at the start. I don't mind. Like, it's good story. It's well written. I'm just playing the knocking is. I didn't realize. Well, fuck. Again, I could have made, if I wasn't live, I could have made a joke. It wouldn't have been very funny, granted, but I could have made one. Something about sharp hot women. Something about smart women being sharp and hot. There's you got all the ingredients. You just gotta chuck them in a fucking bowl now. Muster it up in your head. That's what I usually tend to do. Clarina clutched my hand as she carefully made her way down the boarding ramp. Thank you. How are you holding up? Like, you've got the DVD right here up. That was definitely a first for me. What did we do on that plane? She is 18. 3 hours earlier, we'd taken off from Philothea. I'm just going to pronounce it like that because I can't be asked. Aboard an Yggdrasil light aircraft. Fast, agile, and lightly armoured. Now only $15.99 per ticket. Its only flaw? Passenger comfort wasn't a design priority. So it's literally EasyJet. Great. Clarina was... or Ryanair. Clarina was bent double. One hand on her back... Passenger comfort wasn't a design priority. Clarina was bent double. One hand at her back, head lowered, the other over her mouth, like she was fighting the urge to throw up. I need to sit up straight. Adjutant, have you landed? The car is parked right by the runway. Keys are in. You probably saw it in the air. I did. We're all set. Might run a little late. Don't wait on dinner. Copy that. I hung up. Clarina still looked like a ghost. Feeling any better? We've got a car right ahead. Think you can manage? It's fine. I'm okay. Deja vu? So she said, but the moment I pulled the car over, she was clinging to the door, ready to hurl. Should have packed some motion sickness meds in the first aid kit. There are ways to ease nausea, certain scents for example, but I had none of them. And I doubt the scent of... I was gonna say dick sweat. I don't fucking know. That's to me that sounds even more nauseating, to be honest. Oh wait, Clarina, can you drive? What? I mean, I've read about how different vehicles work, but good enough. Come on. This is where I say don't have a driving license. Driving distracts people from feeling sick. It usually works. Huh? I'm sorry. What? Care to explain to me how having someone who is actively on the verge of throwing up driving is a good idea? Yeah, they're distracted because they're too busy trying not to fucking crash. Doesn't mean they feel any better. Usually works surprisingly well. No, it fucking doesn't. The area was all Yggdrasil property, private roads, and with me in the front passenger seat, it'd be safe enough. I helped her into the driver's seat. She tensed up right away, hands hovering like she had no clue where to put them. 10 and 12. 10, simple as that. Oh, you bonged me. Ah, I should buckle up first. Brake, power, which is which? Just be glad she's not driving a manual. Left pedal is the brake. Right, got it. No, left, you dumb bitch. So, should I step on it now? No, you should fucking walk. I gave her an encouraging nod and she fucking turned on the hyperdrive or something. I don't know what the fuck was that. She hesitantly tapped the accelerator. The vehicle eased forward. She clutched the wheel like it might bolt, muttering under her breath. Eyes ahead, check surroundings. No one else was on the road, but she drove with textbook form and intense focus. Did she keep her hands at 10 and 12? I'm gonna have to dock off points if she didn't. Still feeling queasy? Speed's 37, still feel queasy, huh? Ah, it's gone. That actually worked. Huh? No, it fucking did not. No, it did fucking not. Glad to hear it. And it's not scary at all. Yeah, you're just driving a giant fucking go-kart. Aunt Maya always said driving was dangerous, so I never tried it. But this is amazing. Driving's really fun. Well, it's harder than it looks, but the runway's all ours. Drive however you like. Deja vu. Then, can I speed up a bit? This babe... Oh no, we're gonna reach 88 miles an hour and go back in time. Sure. I didn't even finish before I was slammed back into my seat. God, she is very forward. I just gave her the order. The engine roared, the scenery whipped by in a blur. Clarina was pinned to her seat too, mouth slightly open, eyes sparkling with excitement. European intensifies. Stop! I can't be too loud. Huh? Oh! This is so... Why am I doing this high-pitched voice? She hit the brakes, my seatbelt locked, squeezing the air out of me. Tires screamed across the pavement. Ah, the smell of burnt rubber. We lurched to a halt. Was that a little too fast? Miss Myra was right. Driving is dangerous. We traded places. As for Clarina's excuse, a spur-of-the-moment judgment. Now she sat quietly in the passenger seat, watching the scenery roll by, a far cry from the speed demon she'd been just a few minutes earlier. You look like a completely different person behind the wheel. Clarina? Sorry, I was spaced out for a second. What were you thinking about? Not much. I usually just sit quietly on car rides. Watching the scenery go by is about the only thing I can do. It sort of became a habit over time. But you looked different. How the fuck did you look like James Corden for a few seconds? It doesn't make any logical sense. There was something in her eyes, something I hadn't seen when she was gazing out car windows or staring up at the stairs back in the manor. Something bright, long sealed away, had just stirred. The quiet smile on her face now was proof. I might have to turn off my webcam in this bit because it's getting very dark. It's going to be a bit pointless to have it up. Ah, is that a Ferris wheel? No, it's a giant anus. I followed her gaze. The lights on the Ferris wheel blinked softly against the night sky. Yeah, it's one of Yggdrasil's amusement parks. Amusement parks? I've heard of those. They have merry-go-rounds, Ferris wheels, pirate ships, and roller coasters, right?
Pretty much your standard music part lineup, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. What's it like to ride a Ferris wheel? Is it like a rocking chair?
No, it's fucking boring unless it's really, really tall.
Since it goes so high, does it feel different from flying?
I think it feels pretty fucking different from flying, yeah. Oh, totally different. How do I even explain this? How do you even explain what it's like in a fucking Ferris wheel? You're in a lift that goes sideways slightly. I'll take you some time. It's easier to show than explain.
Really?
Why not?
Oh, don't tell you've never actually ridden one before. Well, I've seen people ride them in videos.
Who the fuck watches someone ride a fucking Ferris wheel?
Aunt Myra always was busy when I was a kid. Later on, she said they were childish. I thought about going alone once, but it felt kind of awkward.
Then it's decided. Once you're all settled in, I'm taking you to an amusement park.
For real?
And then I'm leaving you there forever.
I'd love that. A whole day with you at an amusement park. I'd be so happy.
You met me 48 hours ago. Me too. I met you 48 hours ago.
I'll have popcorn and ride the merry-go-round, the Ferris wheel, the roller coaster.
She ticked them off on her fingers, like she was already standing in line. I smiled. The street lamps grew denser. We were almost there. Back at the base in Not Pie's office, she sat across from me, eyes fixed on the screen. The main character is... The adjutant does literally fucking nothing 90% of the time, but somehow it always works. I don't know how. I mean, he's also absurdly powerful in the law. And he does do something sometimes. But generally, he's a bit of a deus ex machina, I'll be honest. She blinked, thoughtful. Then, in one fluid motion, she signed the digital report. That was quick. There was no need for deliberation. Given the Gnua's family's significance, the procedure is justified. Her vitals just cleared the minimum threshold. According to the medical department, a theotropic nerves implant is the optimal treatment. Once she becomes a manifestation, the juvosis will resolve on its own. Will she be joining Himdale? Mira would never permit it. Her sole ambition is to shape Clarina into her sister's likeness and pass on the family legacy. What about your end? Anything useful? Clarina doesn't seem to keep on Myra's control. Doesn't seem keen on Myra's control, and she's got her own take on genetics. I took out my recorder and played a short clip.
Genetics editing, it's a biotech application. Plants are easier to manage than experiments in animals, safer, with broader potential.
She demonstrated how she could alter plant behavior through photosynthesis. Makes sense. I remember Myra once had to halt the project just as it reached animal trials. Because Clarina raised ethical objections? Correct. No number of mouse trials can guarantee gene editing would translate safely to humans. Direct human testing. Though, would Myra really approve that? Clarina wouldn't. Knowing Clarina, she'd volunteer herself before signing off on it. We've known her for 48 hours. How do you just have this intrinsic knowledge of how she is? T-Bone, hello, how are you doing? What do you mean fucking look at me? Look away, avert your eyes, save your retinas. I can't fucking type. Why did I think your name began with a K? I don't... I know what... Pro Flesh Tuber right here. Look, I have been doing this for 4... Oh, fuck, it's actually been 4 years. Fuck, no. Oh, God. 4 years and only a year's worth of videos. Yes. Again, Wednesday, I'm fixing that. No, again, how are you doing, Demon? Having a wonderful day. Not that I would ever just... Oh, I would have no shortage of researchers willing to risk themselves for science. Maya's real motives, however, remain unclear. K-Bone. Oh no, T-Bone's become a K-pop idol. T-Bone concert one. Once the surgery is over, I'll take Clarina back to Philosia. There'll be other opportunities. That's my arch nemesis. He's the one that keeps pissing in your neighbor's coffee. I'm blaming it on you. I'll be waiting on your update. Oh, what if she can't withstand the flooding? Not Pie didn't respond. She just gave me a look. The kind that said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" The plot thickens. Right, I'll be there in the event of complications. Not as much as I hate Scara. Where I am confusion. Yeah, so a bit of explanation. Manifestations is what the playable characters are. So any character that is playable is inherently a manifestation, because they're kind of something injected with the titagen, which is the thing that's corrupting the entire world. I don't know the full story. There's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of words, and my brain's not big enough for all the words. Scaradouche. By the way, the word douche, D-O-U-C-H-E, means shower in French. So scara shower. Right, I'll be there, yeah. I read that already. When I returned to the medical department, Clarina was waiting silently. I've got good news and bad news. Which one do you want first?
Bad news.
You'll need surgery.
And the good news?
Once it's done, you'll be cured.
Huh?
We'll be implanting theotropic nerves into your brain. If your body accepts them and adapts, you'll become a manifestation, and your juvosis will heal on its own.
That's it. That's the catch.
There's a risk of flooding. If your will wavers, the Deus will take over completely. But don't worry, I'll be there. I won't let it happen. She let out the faintest sigh. Barely audible, but I caught it. What's with that look? I mean it.
You don't have to say it just to make me feel better. If anyone could become a manifestation, they wouldn't be such legendary figures.
Yeah, despite the fact that seeming every fucking girl we run into is just instantly able to become one, because, again, the main character is so fucking broken, they literally have full control over titagen. Like, the character is so fucking broken. I'll help you through it. She smiled, but it was the kind that said she still thought I was just trying to comfort her. Then she changed the subject.
Say I'd pick up the good news first. What would you have said?
That you'll be cured, and the bad news is you'll need surgery.
That's a terrible joke.
That's just how I roll, baby. Alright, no more jokes. Your surgery is set for tomorrow afternoon. Get some good rest tonight.
So, when do we go to the amusement park?
Once you've recovered.
Oh, okay.
She sounded a little deflated, like a kid being told playtime's over. Bitch. Try to sleep early, alright?
Okay.
I walked her back. She gave me a little wave, then closed the door behind her.
The beautiful night sky.
After catching up on some paperwork, I finally turned in for the night. As I passed her door, I noticed that a light still spilled from beneath. Bzz. Just as I stepped into my room, a comms ping went off.
Dear Adjutant, this is Clarina. If you see this message, please reply. Thank you. Reply right fucking now, you dick.
I don't fucking want to do. ... I couldn't help but chuckle at how formal her message was. Still, I called her.
Hello?
It's me.
Oh, you got my message.
Of course, what's wrong?
Did I wake you?
No, I just got back.
I thought I heard your footsteps. I just wanted to talk. If that's okay, is this a bad time?
I was just about to call you, actually.
Thank you. I was just wondering, you've been through a lot, haven't you?
I mean, I lost my best friend, I lost my memories, I almost lost my memories, I had a small child implanted in my brain for about 3 years. Yeah, for quite a bit. And just about every single woman tries to jump on my dick.
Have you ever faced something truly hopeless, like no matter how hard you try, but still wasn't enough?
I have. Orlova. I heard her draw a quiet breath through the comms. After that, I made myself a promise. No more regrets. Even if I fail, I'll still try. No hesitation, no retreat, no turning away, no self-deceit.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah, it's so difficult to sit in this chair and click through dialogue. It is, but it's worth it. After a long pause, Clarina spoke up again. I think I understand now.
You know, most people don't have your kind of courage. If courage came easy, it wouldn't be so admired, or so praised.
You're talking about your juvosis, aren't you?
Yes.
Do you trust me, Clarina? I don't know how to explain it, but I promise the surgery will work. You'll be fine.
You're important.
Bitch, you have known me for fucking... What is 48 plus 24? Yeah, 72. You have known me for 72 hours. You cannot be fucking saying this shit.
I don't want to lie to you. But if you take me to the amusement park right now...
Oh my fucking god. I knew she was a child all along when she's 18. Yeah, take me as a child. I'm ready if you are. Fucking poor guy's been up on his feet literally all day. He carries the entire company.
And so am I.
When I opened the door, she was already standing at the end of the hallway, fully dressed, looking my way. What the fuck? Let's go. It's only fucking 10 p.m.
Oh, it's closed.
Yeah, because it's fucking 10 p.m., you stupid bitch. Okay, it's well past midnight even. God, it takes you 2 hours to get to the fucking thing. The Little amusement park stood silent before us, already shut for the night. But I made her a promise, and I intended to keep it. I slipped a hand through the iron railing and popped the lock.
Huh? Wait. You can do that?
Again, I am basically God in this world. Her eyes flew wide with surprise. I took her hand and led her inside. Oh geez, tomorrow's September. Wake me up when September ends. What do you want to ride? Don't say that. Don't. No, I know what the fuck. Game. I know what you want to say here. How has it already been 1 month? How the fuck is it already 2025? How is it almost 2026? My head is still in 2019.
The roller coaster and the Ferris wheel.
The roller coaster was right there in front of us. Go ahead and hop in. I'll get it running and join you in a sec. Just stay put, okay? Fucking runs off into traffic. I buckled her in, then jogged off to find the control switch. I pulled the lever, the roller coaster jerked to life. Yeah, fucking great, my brain. That's what I'm saying. As I sprinted towards the platform, Clarina leaned out and waved frantically. How fucking... Oh, never mind.
Hurry, it's taking off.
I can practically fly. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. I sprinted up and vaulted onto the seat beside her. The coaster had already started climbing. There were no lights, only the shifting weight of gravity letting us know we were ascending. The lack of visibility made it all the more exhilarating. Dude, that actually sounds so fun. Roller coaster in pitch black darkness. Oh, I want to do that now. God damn you, game. Stop giving me ideas. I felt her fingers slowly tighten around mine. At first, she just sat beside me in silence. Then seconds in, she was clutching my hand like a lifeline. Okay. So normally there's a bar. Is she that? Or are you like this together? What the fuck are you hands in lap hold? I don't get it, man. As we crested the peak and plunged into the drop, she clung to me with all her strength, yet not a sound escaped her. When the ride finally coasted to a stop and the track's rumble faded, I could hear her quiet, uneven breaths, like she'd been holding them in the whole time. Is anyone here scared of roller coasters? Be honest, there's nothing of shame about it. I just don't personally understand how someone can be scared of roller coasters. For me, the faster the better. The one thing I don't like is when it fucking goes upside down. I hate that shit. So I can turn my thing again. Okay. Oh, yay. Hopefully mic audio isn't too loud now. Yeah. You okay?
That was intense.
Up for another round?
No, my legs are jelly. Maybe next time.
They use jelly. She is British. I knew to do this voice. I helped her up. She was wobbly. I could hear the thump of her heartbeat. How fucking loud is her heart if you could hear it from, like at least a foot? How? Need a break?
Yes.
I steadied her as we walked. She started to recover and soon looked ready for more. Hungry? I think I saw a concession stand. Want something to eat? Oh.
Huh? Isn't it closed?
I've got my ways. It's called breaking and entering. I slipped inside, felt around in the dark, and found the power switch behind the door. The place lit up with a buzz as the machine set away. Oh yeah, I forget. The adjutant basically owns this dining court. Popcorn? Yes, please. Damn, I want popcorn now. Do you guys like savory or sweet popcorn? That's the real question. I found a bin of kernels under the machine and poured them in. The yellow heat lamp flicked on, and soon they were popping away. Clarina stood behind me, eyes glued to the machine. Ice cream too? Yes, please. What kind? I flipped on the ice cream machine and waited. By the time the popcorn was ready, its light turned green. Looked like the soft serve was good to go, too. Damn, you know this ain't a Macca's if the soft serve is working. I grabbed a cone, popped the lever, and a smooth swirl curled out. Here you go. She'd already helped herself to a giant tub of popcorn. Must have grabbed it while I was busy. As she took the ice cream from me, she froze. What's wrong? My hands, they're both full. You have a cup holder right here. Now I need someone to draw that. Maybe just tip the popcorns in your mouth? And she glanced from me to the popcorn, hesitating. Then, carefully, she tilted the tub and poured. I'm imagining like a giant fucking like KFC 24-piece bucket popcorn. No. She must have felt awkward, her cheeks flushed red. She kept her eyes averted, pretending to focus on chewing. Let's snack as we walk. Up for the Ferris wheel? Absolutely. Wow, you get to go up on an elevator that goes slightly sideways. I filled with the Ferris wheel control booth. After a few tries, the power flicked on. Colored lights sparkled to life, and the wheel began turning. And now fuck, what's the quote? Now all of China knows you're here. It's moving. How do we get on? You think we were getting on? Well, fucking youth. Bitch, you are asking for too much. I already had to break into this place. I'm gonna be arrested after this. The fuck you mean you want to get on as well? It's turning slow enough. We can just step right into the cabin. Oh, that's fine. Although, hang on. If this is a really big Ferris wheel, you're gonna be up there for like 40 fucking minutes. Do you know how boring that's gonna be when you spend like 15 minutes on like the descent part? That's like the worst bit. I don't know. The wheel kept rotating. She lingered at the edge, uncertain. I spotted my chance and gave her a gentle push. She stumbled forward into the seat. It's supposed to be a cabin. I like how the text is just slightly lower than the rest. I hopped in beside her, and just as the door closed, the cabin swayed slightly. So this is a Ferris wheel. She looked around, wide-eyed with wonder. Then fireworks lit up the sky in the distance. Nothing extravagant, maybe just a small private show, but she was utterly captivated. Wonder what they're celebrating. It's beautiful. She turned to me. The glow of fireworks filtered through the window and lit up her eyes. Thank you, Crazy. I was very lucky to have met you. Why so formal all of a sudden? I told you don't fucking do that. It's cringe. You don't want to be cringe now, do you? Because I really am happy. I mean it. You have known me for 72 hours. I have one more little request. No, we're not having sex in the fucking Ferris wheel. What is it? She looked at me, lips... Can we, The next word lingered on her lip. Fucking... Okay, thank fuck. Wait, no, she wants to film it. God, she is very forward. Of course, come here. She pulled out her phone and leaned in close. I followed suit. Up close, I caught a scent on her, like stuff. How the fuck do you know what stardust smells like? Yay! Unless stardust is code word for cocaine. How the fuck? Your phone prints Polaroids. What? As the shutter clicked, a firework exploded behind us. The Ferris wheel had passed its peak. She settled back into her seat, staring at her phone, quiet now. The thrill seemed to have faded. We shut down the power, got in the car, and headed for the base. She watched the scenery drift past, lips curled in a soft smile. We stopped in the hallway outside her room. Then she said, I trust you, Crazy. You'll be alright. It's late. Now get some rest. Good night, Clarina. Tomorrow's surgery will go just fine. You know, they're only going to remove the left leg. I promise it's the left one. At least I think it is. It'll be the left one. Good night. That is... Okay, no, the reference is left arm. It's a reference absolutely fucking no one is going to get. It's not really a reference because no one's going to get it, but okay. I actually need to take a whiz. I will be back in a sec.
Okay, we back. I'm also going to turn off my webcam just because it's about to rain and it's going to make it even darker. And at that point, what's the point in having a fucking webcam if I can't see shit? Okay, more story. I'm on chapter 4 and I've been live for nearly 2 hours. This is what I mean, there's just so much. Again, it's actually a good story, and it's engaging from the start. Just think of it as falling asleep, you'll be fine. Something on your mind?
Will you stay with me?
The procedure is fully automated, no one's allowed in the room during it. So I can't be in there with you, but I'll be right outside. I promise, when you wake up, the first face you'll see will be mine. And it definitely won't be mine. Oh, why do I think of these stupid things?
Okay.
I think she preferred that, to be honest. She gazed at me until the automatic door slid shut between us. The thrantropic nerves implant was a well-established procedure, but I still couldn't shake the unease in my chest. I grew restless, anxious. I just wanted to know if everything had gone smoothly. Clarina was a lovely girl. I couldn't bear the thought of anything going wrong. Maybe that was what weighed on me. Even though you've gone through this procedure like 16 different times. Time itself had blurred. But at last, the green light above the operation room flicked on. The operation was done. Clarina had been moved to a recovery pod. Her usual serenity was gone. She now looked like a fragile porcelain doll. Her lashes fluttered faintly. Her lips trembled slightly. The neural readout showed heightened brain activity. Her brows furrowed as she were enduring something unpleasant. Is she flooded? She's just in a fucking pool of her own piss. Previous scan indicated that unlike other manifestations, who were selected through stringent tests, Clarina reacted more intensely to the nootropic nerves. Right now, she could be nearing her threshold. After checking with the medical department researcher that it was safe to proceed, I opened the pod and took her hand. I activated my ability and stepped into her mind. Mind crush. Exodia, obliterate. And there we go. Story over. She's dead. We win. What I saw defied expectations. Flooded dreams are usually heavy, oppressive. But hers felt normal. Almost indistinguishable from reality. This place. Is that a Janura manor? Clarina stood by the gate, facing me. Her gaze flicked between me and the manor behind her, uncertain. Clarina? Slide to the left. Slide to the right. I called to her cautiously. She took a step forward towards me, then backed away. It's me, Crazy. No, don't come any closer. Beth. What? Are you afraid of me? The fuck did I do?
Yes.
Fuck off. She crouched down, wrapped her arms around her knees, and buried her face in them. It's okay. I'll stay right here. I won't come any closer. Why do I frighten you? Which, what? Warm, bright, but stressful. Yeah, that sounds painful. Yeah, that sounds about me. Stressful, painful?
The life ahead. Stressful. Painful.
That's just life in general. There's the rain. Suddenly darkness fell. The scene turned eerie. The manor was now awash in crimson flowers, glowing faintly in the dark.
Clarina.
It was Myra's voice, drifting from the balcony on the second floor.
Be a good girl, Clarina. Come home.
Clarina sprang to her feet, turning towards Myra. The sudden shift. It must mean Myra and the manor symbolize what's weighing Clarina down. I don't know why, but something tells me I can't let her go back in there. Fucking Marina, the fuck, whatever her name is in an orgy right now, and she needs the one more person. Don't go in there, Clarina. Clarina, look at me. She turned back, confused and overwhelmed. Why do you feel pain? 'Cause it fucking hurts, you dipwit. Because pain is the truth, the core of it all. Because warmth and happiness only make it harder to bear. Come back, Clarina. This is where you belong. Don't go. Clarina froze mid-step, as if something had seized her in place. Slowly she turned to me, like it took everything she had. You don't have to endure it anymore. At least not here, not now. Whatever you want, it's yours. Whatever you dream, you can make it real. Don't go. Come back to me. She hesitated, then turned back towards me. Behind her, Myra's eyes glowed red, like a siren's call in a dream. Clarina stepped towards me, stopped just short, and looked up. Is there something you want to say? I'm sorry. She brought my hand to her lips, as for a kiss, but in the next breath she bit down and drank deep. That's the wrong thing you're supposed to be drinking. The mana dissolved like smoke, reassembling into two wings on her back. Ugh. The kinky fucking bitch. Pain shot through me. I jolted awake from Clarina's dream. Bro is suffering from success freak. Yeah, she's a bit of a freak. Then again, it's always the short ones that are. I heard this like the other day, and I kind of realized, damn, it's actually kind of true. The shorter someone is, generally the freakier they are when it comes to stuff like that. I jolted awake from Clarina's dream. Clarina was still latched into my palm, lips streaking with blood, sucking unconsciously from the wound. So, but it's real life? Unsure of her condition, I didn't dare pull away. I called her name softly. Clarina. Can you hear me? Fuck off. She released my hand, blood still on her lips. Instinctively, she licked them clean. Maybe it was just my imagination, but her cuspids looked a little longer. It tastes so nice. Bit strange. Lie back down, let's run a full body scan. With clothes on, right? Right. I moved to close the pod, but she suddenly reached out and caught my hand. Don't leave. You're hurt. She spotted the bite mark and stared, unable to look away. She licked her lips again, then froze. Slowly, she reached up and wiped the corner of her mouth. Is this blood? No, it's grenadine for my ice cream treats. Don't worry, sweetheart. Vine boom sound effect. I wish I had that on the soundboard. I do actually have soundboard buttons on here. I should record that on there. In that dream, my dream. Don't panic. The eotropic nerves can cause certain physical changes. Let's run a few tests to be sure. She settled slightly at my reassurance. I closed the pod. Through the glass, she watched me, unblinking. Her gaze lingered. The air between us grew thick with something unspoken. Then the comms lit up, and Caroline's voice came through. Adjutant, the test results are ready. A word? Coming. What, right here, right now? I stepped into the next room. Caroline was already poring over the results. One piece of good news and one bad. The good news, the surgery worked. She withstood the flooding and her juvosis healed exactly as predicted. The bad news is that the divorce altered her physiology. Go on. She wouldn't have made it through the flooding during surgery, but then you stepped in. She bit you and took in your blood, and you know how unusual your blood is. That might be why the syntropic nerve fusion went beyond expectations. So what's changed? Why is that a problem?
It's like something out of a fantasy novel. Some kind of new physiology? Or maybe we should call it a fetish.
Yeah. Yeah. As expected.
In short, she's experiencing certain urges. Not just for your blood.
Any... Okay, I was not expecting that when I decided I wanted to stream this today. Then again, this is just Snowbreak. Like a vampire.
Please, if that were real, Yggdrasil would have already captured one for immortality study.
No one said vampires are immortal. Fine, so if she doesn't get any of my fluids, will it affect her?
We're still monitoring, but for now it looks like your blood during the flooding triggered some unexpected reactions. We think that entropic nerves took you in your DNA, and now just being near you set something off. She ends up
fuck's sake, no.
As long as you don't spend too much time around her, the urges might not surface. She said that with a knowing
smirk. God damn it, Caroline. What's that look supposed to mean?
Looks like we've got ourselves a new operative.
Don't get your hopes up, but Genova family is our ally. Clarina isn't here for Himdale recruitment. She's got a family business to inherit, remember?
Well, you never know.
She smacked her lips, passed me the test results, and breezed out. Well, that complicates things. I studied the report for a while, then decided to keep the more awkward bits to myself. Her juvosis was cured. A whole new life lay ahead of her. As that thought coursed through my mind, I suddenly remembered last night. Her smile as she gazed at the stars from the passenger seat. My heart skipped a beat, then settled into a different rhythm. And I knew exactly what that meant. My thoughts began to drift. But this wasn't time to entertain. Fucking goddamn it. Can you have a little less game, my dude? Even though you've done fucking nothing. Not yet. I cleared my head and went back to Clarina. You're all clear. Get plenty of rest and don't forget your follow-up checkups. If anything feels off, just let me know.
That's it? I'm cured? Just like that?
Yep. Hard to believe, huh?
It feels like a dream. Not the one before. I mean, I spent so long preparing myself to accept the worst, and then someone just showed up and made it all go away. Like it was nothing. Well, if this is a dream, I wouldn't mind staying in it a little longer. Dream or not, it's good to be alive.
Told you I'd keep my promise, didn't I? After a few more days or follow-ups, you'll be free to head home. She suddenly stiffened, falling silent. Come on, I'll walk you back to your room.
Okay.
She tried to get up, still pale. Took a moment to steady herself and slowly walked to the door. Her steps were slow but steady. We finally reached her room. Want to lie down? You still look a little pale.
No, I'd rather just sit for a bit.
I pulled out a chair. She smoothed the hem of her dress and gently sat down.
Thank you.
If you need anything, just call me. I'll come back tonight to take you for your checkup.
Okay.
When the time came, I knocked on her door.
You can come in.
Where? I pushed the door open. She was at her desk, staring off into space. Time for your checkup. How are you feeling? Any discomfort?
No, I feel fine.
That's good to hear. Wait, have you been sitting here the whole afternoon? Get a fucking hobby, please.
Yes.
You sad bitch.
I usually spend the afternoons playing piano or reading, but there's no piano here. No books either. Apart from the ones under your bed. But I don't want that.
I lost my train of thought.
I mean, I am still recovering, right? So taking it easy is okay, isn't it? So I ended up slacking off a bit.
She stuck her tongue out, sneaking a glance at my reaction. But
You won't tell my aunt, right?
I am not the tattling type, and I'm on your side anyway.
I figured as much. I just wanted to hear you say it. Back home, even if no one ratted me out, Aunt Myra would still know somehow.
Miss Myra might be a tad too strict. Wait, so you spent the whole afternoon just sitting around?
Well, it felt nice, just sitting here and letting my thoughts wander.
And cat. Okay, now I can actually let you in, I guess. Come here, you little fuzzball. Yes, you are a very sluggy kitty. No, you cannot sit on my lap. I am getting up, you dumb dumb. Ow, my ankle. The cat is back again. Okay. Yeah. What's your usual day look like?
Usually I get up at 7, freshen up, and have breakfast at 8:30. Then it's 2 hours of etiquette training starting at 9:30.
2 hours?
Lunch at noon, nap from 1 to 2:30, then piano practice until 5. Followed by reading until dinner.
That is a long fucking time to be practicing the piano.
Dinner's at 7. After that, Aunt Myra teaches me personally. She always sets aside an hour for it. And even when she's too busy, she leaves me assignments. I wake up, I wash up at 10 and go to bed at 11. That's about it.
Do you actually enjoy that kind of routine?
I've never really thought about it.
Like that 11 to 7 in the morning, that is a tight window to get an 8 hours sleep. Well, I can't exactly talk, I never get 8 hours myself. Like, you better hope you go to sleep like a rock. I get that you're the family's only heiress, and that one day you'll have to take over from Miss Myra. But even so, that schedule doesn't leave much room for you, does it?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I mean, things you want to do for yourself, like driving or going to an amusement park, stuff like that.
Aunt Myra says leisure is acceptable in moderation, and I should be selective, make sure it's refined and tasteful.
Like what?
Like piano, fucking opera, art exhibitions.
Who listens to opera? Imagine getting 8 hours of sleep. I know, right? It's 2 or nothing. Do you like doing those things?
I suppose I don't dislike them.
What about cooking?
I do appreciate fine cuisine and the art of cooking, but cooking it myself, Aunt Myra says I have no talent for it.
I mean, you somehow burnt fucking water. I don't understand how you found a way to do it, but you did.
She says it's a waste of time and energy to do things you're not good at, that I should focus on what I excel at.
But how the fuck are you supposed to get better at something unless you practice? Aunt Myra sounds like a bit of a dolt, I'll be honest. Do you think she's right?
Aunt Myra's actually quite lenient with me. If I truly want to do something, she won't stop me, as long as it doesn't interfere with her plans.
So, no is the answer.
Sometimes I wake up earlier or stay up a bit late to check things online.
Oh, so you see? Oh no, she knows what Reddit is, the poor thing. But once you take over for Miss Myra, you wouldn't even have that, would you?
Maybe, but that's just the way things are. The way things are.
Reference to Babe. Great film. It's about a pig, not a woman. I feel the need to specify that because the name is bizarre.
Come on, don't we have a checkup to finish? I'm feeling a lot better now.
She must have picked up on my unspoken conflict and gently steered the topic away. Still, a weight lingered on my chest. I think I finally understood what that spark in her eyes last night truly meant. But I had no place to interfere. Even she hadn't realized just how suffocating her life had been. Yes, suffocating. At least, it felt that way to me. I don't think I could ever live like that. I let out a quiet sigh and followed her. The checkup went smoothly. She was in good condition, but after walking her back to her room, I couldn't shake the feeling that I needed to do more. What do you mean? No, not aftercare. Come on, you've known her for less than 4 days. The future Myra had mapped out for her. Healthy, brilliant, independent, a perfect heiress to carry out the Genora name. The only thing lacking was a penis. A plan began to form in my mind. As sleep crept in, the restlessness in my mind finally eased. The next day, knowing her routine, I got up earlier than usual to set my plan in motion. It went smoothly. By noon, I had what I needed. I knocked on her door. No response. Strange. She's not in her room. I asked around, but no one had seen her. I tried calling. No answer. But as I reached her door again, I heard her comms ringing from inside the room. Clarina? I knocked again. After a moment, there was a bit of rustling, then the door creaked open. Clarina blinked at me, bleary-eyed, clearly just woken up. The imprint of a pillowcase still marked her cheek. You just woke up? What time is it? It's past 11. Damn, now she has my sleep schedule. She checked the time on her terminal, then looked back at me, wide-eyed. Maybe go freshen up first. Also, she wasn't a vampire before yesterday. Why the fuck does she have bats on her nightgown? Like, that is just foreshadowing. She caught a glimpse of herself from the mirror, mouth agape, then darted behind the door in embarrassment. Sorry. Why am I getting it? Okay, shut up, phone. It's fine, just call me when you're ready. Half an hour later, she turned up my door, neat and put together. You do. Sorry to keep you waiting. No worries, just a little surprised. You're not usually the type to sleep in, are you? I'm not sure either. So, how does it feel? Sleeping in? Kinda nice, huh? Yes. She squeezed her eyes and nodded vigorously like a kid caught sneaking a treat. She's 18, she's a kid. Got something for you, come on. Huh? Thanks, what's the occasion? Think of it as a little recovery gift, but don't get too excited. There's a catch. I let her out the base as I spoke. Ta-da! An RV waited outside the base. I handed her the keys. Why? Half-ton water tank, 2,000 kilometers of battery life, retractable canopy, perfect for stargazing. Best part, fully stocked kitchen, cold storage, external air-fed stove, way better than your average RV. Let it sit too long and it'll start falling apart. So here's the deal. You gotta rack up 10,000 kilometers a year, minimum. And all that for only $99.99. $1,000, of course. Yeah. There's a fucking 07 adjutant. That was my plan. With this RV, she could drive, cook, have her personal space for anything she'd like to do. But do people really want to live out of a motorhome for the rest of their life? I mean, some people aren't. That's fine, I guess. That just sounds like a personal hell to me. Most of all, she could fall asleep beneath the sky full of stars. Freedom. The secret wish hidden in the song she played for me that night on the Ceres. A wish she hadn't realized, buried deep inside those manor walls. I watched her, waiting for her to say something. She covered her mouth, eyes shimmering. Her chest rose and fell. She was too overwhelmed to speak. You don't like it? She shook her head furiously, then nodded just as fast. I love it. Then with great ceremony, she tucked away the keys, pulled out a black and gold credit card like a knight unsheathing a sword. What's this now? I'm giving you a gift too. She held out the card, eyes gleaming, and declared with deliberate solemnity, I'm buying you a bitch, I am in charge of the military. I can get one easily. You don't want it? I can't accept that. It's way too much. Plus, I have a bigger one. Besides, those things are awful to ride in. If you had your own plane, you could actually rest between missions. If you won't take mine, then I'm not keeping yours either. Pretty sure I can't use a private jet on missions, not to mention I already have one. Still, if I say no, she might actually cry. Alright then, I graciously accept. Alright now, should we go check out your RV? Yay! I feel like I'm babysitting her. She cheered and rushed into the vehicle, checking every nook and cranny like a kid in a candy store. Crazy, come look. Bitch, I bought this thing for you. I already know what is inside. She clambered up to the second level and waved at me from the window. I followed and took the passenger seat beside her. Thank you, I love it so much. Might just be my favorite gift ever. Technically, this costs less than half your ride in Philosia. Yeah, but that one didn't have a kitchen or a bed. Fair point. Check this out. I reached under the table and folded it neatly into the wall. The RV was packed with clever space-saving features, perfect for road trips. Whoa, the most basic part of any RV, a folding table that's way too fucking small to put anything. She kept fiddling with everything, completely absorbed. I specified only the most premium interior options, and seeing how this excited made it all worth it. All worth it. Hey, don't just fawn over it. You still owe me a promise. 10,000 kilometers a year. I promise. She looked at me with sparkling eyes. Let's rack up our first 100. 100 miles takes quite a long time, especially in a fucking slow as shit RV. She jumped into the driver's seat with glee. I barely buckled in. Let's hit the road. We spent a few more wonderful days together after that. Her recovery went smoothly, and just like that, it was time to return to Philosia. The private jet she gifted me was still in order, so we had to fly in Yggdrasil using usual aircraft for now. Yeah. I knocked on Clarina's door. Lately, she'd adjusted her wake-up time from 7 to 9, sometimes later if the night ran long. Come on in. To my surprise, she was already up, seated neatly at her desk. Up early today? I'll be honest. I'll be home soon, so I figured I should ease back into my old routine. Let's go, I've already packed. She gave her tiny bag a pat. It looked barely big enough to hold a single book. You really know how to pack light. We boarded the aircraft smoothly. Clarina watched me work the controls, full of curiosity. Peppering me, I can read. Peppering me with questions now and then. What, thinking of learning to fly? Yes. It's not at all, you know. Flying's a lot riskier than driving. I promise I'll drive more carefully. Alright then, I'll teach you the basics first. Careful, that's the emergency kit. Now buckle up. Takeoff was smooth. Once we were cruising, I switched to autopilot and began walking her through the instruments. We're headed for Himdale's temporary air stop in eastern Philosia. Your RV's being delivered there too. We'll drive the rest of the way. Really? I thought... Thought what? Never mind, keep going. What's this dial for? That one tracks flight system stability. You can also gauge it from other readings: altitude, pitch angle, flight path angle, relative elevation. Hold on, that's not right. This reading's way off. The aircraft lurched violently, instruments flickered, alarms shrieking, then cut out one after another. Ah! I jolted forward, then the harness snapped me back so hard it made my head spin. We must have hit severe turbulence. How severe is the turbulence? This is a fucking military jet. And that earlier failure, all avionics went dark, one by one, only the mechanical controls still responded. Must be electromagnetic interference. Someone detonated an EMP. Together they took the engines offline. Restarting them manually would take time. Too much time, in turbulence like this, and even then, no guarantee it would work. Ignition, failed. Second attempt, failed. The storm swallowed the cockpit and dancing, yeah. Landing gear dropped midair. We were in a dive. Time to make the call. We were in freefall. We had to eject. Clarina, hold on tight. No more hesitating. I slammed the ejection lever. Wind screamed around us, trying to wrench her away, but a force of power surged through my arm, locking us together. The parachute shredded into ribbons instantly. I summoned the titagen decelerator, just like with Vidya, but the storm was bedlam. I couldn't even tell which way was up. Still, I held it together. We were a shredded kite in a hurricane, one wrong move from hitting the ground. The decelerator tore faster than I could repair it, each patch unraveling even as I fought to maintain my hold on Clarina. Then, faint but growing an explosion, the aircraft had crashed. The roar of flames rose beneath the howling wind. We were near the ground. I was nearly spent. With one last surge, I wove a final decelerator and pulled Clarina into my arms. The fall slowed sharply. A beach came into view below, but I wasn't sure I'd hold out long enough. Seconds later, the decelerator gave out. We started dropping faster again. We're going to hit the water. No! Something flared behind her. Wind, maybe? Or wings? Clumsy, fragile wings, fluttering, fighting to slow our fall. But they couldn't carry us both. She's a bird. She grabbed the front of my shirt, leaned in, and sank her teeth into my lip. What the fuck? Pain lanced through the corner of my mouth. Blood spilt down, and she drank it all. I might have imagined it, but in the next instant, her wings flared wider, clawing at the sky. Somehow, we stabilized, hovering mid-air, and drifted gently down to the island below. The wings vanished in a blink. She looked drained, and I was running on fumes. Leaning on each other, we headed inland. Yay, I get to finally play the game! And you have to actually... let me get... Yeah, this team will do. We actually survived that. I'm fine, just a bit dizzy. What about you? Good, I'm glad you're okay. What should we do? We've landed in the middle of Greece. Combo breaker. My sense feels off. Never mind. Okay, this is pretty. Deckers. Dance the sugar plum fairies. I push the button. I'm just spamming fucking buttons. Right, watch me actually try now. Oh, motherfucker. It also helps a lot that this is my strongest character. A water tower? Oh, fuck it, I'll still got it, I'll still got it. Fuck. Oh. She's my favorite. An entire 50. Yay, more playing the Vidadia game. Then get in the reader again. A tower and that water tower. Now I look closer, it's been abandoned for ages. Yeah, this is my second strongest character. Again, Oh, I've been missing my... Is that everything? Again, I can't fucking hear shit. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? She can trigger that with her... That's interesting. I actually didn't know that. Well, that's good to know. Go, gadget, ult. This character is just a bunch of pushing every fucking button. Well, not every button, it's pushing one button in a rhythm. Her playable model looks very different than her sprite. Still hot. Yeah, but play the game. Let me show off Rhapsody. Okay. Who the fuck be shooting at me? Did I give you permission to fire your guns? Who the fuck you beeping at? What? Tripped by a mine. Oh no! Whatever will I do? Yeah. That beeping is so fucking loud. What's over here? Oh my god. She's not a vampire. Look, she's got a reflection. I have been lied to, game. How dare you? And then we do the big button. You don't you fucking dare do that. Jesus, physics. Oh my god, physics. I don't know why. Like, these are the same character. Why the hell is the physics so different? This is not... I don't know what the hell they did for this. Okay, though, they just actually increased the physics for every character, didn't they? Or all the new ones, at least. Stay here for the night? Sure, I'm fine with that. Yeah, next to the giant fucking... hay fever machine. What? Now back to 7 hours of reading. Only you know the answer. In an abandoned little town on this deserted island, we finally found a spot that was just barely livable. After burning through that much power, we need a proper rest. But first, I had to secure the hideout. Comms were still down. Electronics keep flickering and losing power. Normally interference fields vary by area, but this one stayed constant the whole way through. I had no idea there was an island like this between Holm and Philosia, and who knows how long it will take for Not Pi to find us. Let's hope they don't rush in blind. Night was falling, and I had to prep them for a rough stay. No idea which faction those bots belonged to, but they attacked anything that moved. I salvaged some wooden furniture. Should be good enough to start a fire. Anything I can do? Help me break these down. She followed my lead, tearing the table apart like it was made of paper. Well, that was easier than I expected. Well, you are a manifestation now. I set up the fire in a well-ventilated spot, then rigged a makeshift bed sheltered by 3 walls. Tonight's gonna be a rough one. How are you holding up? Scared? Yeah. You don't seem it. She gave a faint smile, saying nothing. We've got rations and water. Have some if you're hungry. It might not taste that good, but you need the calories. Before I finished, she nodded, tore open a bite, and took a bite. I need to rest for a bit, still drained from earlier. Stay close, wake me up if anything happens. You hurt? No, just wiped out from the storm. What can I do? Can I help? It's okay, just need some sleep. No, please don't leave me alone. I'm not going anywhere. Just stay close, stay right here with me. She was so tense, I had to shift the subject. Bit of a new experience, huh? Ever seen Survival Island with Bear Grylls? He's somehow still alive in this time. I tried to lighten the mood, but she didn't laugh. Just held my hand, eyes shimmering with tears. I'm okay, just running on empty. Sleep will fix it. How's that energy bar? We only break those out in real emergencies. Yggdrasil rations aren't half bad. Honestly, you'll see why they come from us. You'll see when they come for us. I kept talking, but the drowsiness crashed in. My eyelids fell shut. I'm going to sleep a bit. A familiar line. One she'd never forget. My sweet Clarina. Mama! It's alright, sweetheart. Mama's just going to sleep a bit. Mira, take care of Clarina. She'd only just learned to say mama. Kids that young usually remember nothing. But that line stayed with her. That's why when Crazy said those words, it felt like something was slipping away. The bar felt dry, chalky, bitter. She wanted to ask him, but the bite caught her throat. She couldn't speak. She wanted to spit it out, but he said she'd needed the calories. She twisted open the water bottle and washed it down. Wake up, Crazy. You can't fall asleep. She gently patted his face, panic mounting, and felt heat radiating off his skin. Is he having a fever? She pressed the back of her hand to his forehead. It was scorching. I have to do something. She remembered something from a video. Cool a fever with a wet towel on the forehead. But there were no towels. She paused, eyed her sleeve, then tore off a strip. She soaked it with the last of their water and pressed it to his forehead. The cloth dried unnaturally fast. His hand still held hers, the heat radiating through her skin. She scrambled for anything that might cool him. Rocks, metal cans, but nothing helped. Even water hissed off his skin. So she let him hold her hand, shifting his grip little by little when the heat became too much, up to her forearm, then her other hand. This isn't going to work. What should I do? Please, please get better. She'd never believed in gods, but right now she desperately hoped she'd been wrong. If there's a god, please, let him be okay. Well, Odin is canonically real, I think. So, maybe not the worst thing to do. I'll do anything at all, just let him get better. Only the fire crackled back. No surprise. There was no answer. That fragile hope crumbled, and in its place, the truth took hold. If she wanted a miracle, she'd have to make it happen herself. She leaned down and kissed the corner of his lips, where dry blood still marked the wound from her bite during their fall. Ever since the surgery, something in her had changed. She'd grown addicted to his scent. Every time she had his blood, strength surged through her. His lips were dry and rigid from the heat. His breath was hot like steam. It stirred that craving in her again. But she held back. He was still burning up, and that kiss, it had given her just enough strength to go on. She rose and walked into the night. This wasn't on her schedule, wasn't part of any plan. Rather, it was something she had learned during her time with Crazy. To choose for herself what to do. Clarina, you've got this. She murmured to herself. It was dark out there. Just stepping beyond the shelter sent her adrenaline surging. Her heart pounded and her hearts trembled uncontrollably. But soon the darkness softened. Her eyes adjusted quickly, catching even the faintest glimmers. Fear gave way to a rush of excitement and courage. The stench of half-burned fuel still rang thick through the air. Russell patrol bots trundled across their routes, but she slipped past them like a shadow. She found the wreck. The cockpit was nearly intact. Yggdrasil must have reinforced it with some special design. Under the seat she found an emergency kit, stocked with weapons, food, and medical supplies. That was half the job done. The rest was getting it all back. She packed up the food and medicine, then returned to leave. Suddenly, a familiar scent caught her attention. Faint, but ever present since they had landed. As she walked, she couldn't help thinking about the scent. 8 hours, I've slept for 14 today. Oh my god. I hope you're well rested, dude. It felt like the scent of the night itself. Chasing the scent, she tripped on a vine. Her hand reached out to steady herself and brushed against a wall. The texture of the leaves and twigs felt strangely familiar. She parted the foliage. There on the weathered concrete, she saw it. The emblem of a Gnora biotech. Haven't slept shit from Friday to Saturday. No, I hope you managed to get some good rest at least. Then it hit her. The scent came from the plants blanketing the island. The same kind she'd once grown on her balcony, bioengineered, one of a kind, straight out of Gnora Biotech's lab. She followed the vines upward. The water tower, once visible by day, was now smothered in vines. They climbed its frame skyward, blooming with crimson flowers that spiraled up like a towering tree. Grace is still waiting for me. Steadying herself, she turned and made her way back to the shelter. As she did, her mind drifted back to years ago. Clarina, good news. Our gene recombination work just passed mouse trials, and we've secured a few willing volunteers. Oh, are there really that many people allergic to the boulder inhibitor? Then maybe we could pivot. I could look into generic correlation and... It's not like that. They're just people too poor to survive any other way. Myra, this doesn't feel right. You know better than I do what happens to subjects when experiments fail. The risks and outcomes are clearly stated in the contract. We compensate them well. That's sufficient. Aunt Myra, I can't go through with this. The ones we tested on should be patients, people like me. Do you hear yourself? Those people can't even afford their next meal, and you... How much time do you think you have left? The alternative treatment's moving forward. There's still hope. You were the one who taught me research ethics. That was lesson 1. You're too idealistic. You do realize there are millions out there who can't afford a boulder inhibitor, right?
That's the whole point of the project, to treat Juvosis without relying on the boulder inhibitor. Wasn't that you and Mum's original goal? Enough with your murder fantasy. I'm not letting you be the subject. What's that look supposed to mean? Don't even think about it. I'm shutting down the whole project down tomorrow. Disbanding the team. You're not sneaking behind my back. Aunt Myra! Oh, you're angry. Good, now you know how I feel. I'm serious, and that glare won't change anything. Do you think that just because you're oh my god. Do you think just because you've never challenged me before, I'll yield to you when you do? I'm angry because you're throwing away the greater good over something so petty. What about you? You're angry because you're ashamed, aren't you? I'm doing a British. Oh my god, I'm going lightheaded. I need a drink.
Turns out there's a reason people have to pause between breaths, because you can't be two people at the same fucking time. Furious, Myra raised her hand, but Clarina didn't flinch. She only stared back in silence. Asserting dominance.
Well, are you going to hit me? If not, I'll head back to my room and do my homework.
Clarina turned and walked off. Myra stood frozen for a long moment, then slumped into a chair. That day there was no rain, but no sun either. It's called fucking overcast. After the funeral, everyone had gone, except for one young girl and a baby in a cradle.
I'll raise her like my own. I swear I'll find a cure, no matter what it takes. I promise she'll grow up strong and live a long, happy life. As long as I'm here, no one will lay a finger on her. Rest in peace, sis.
Oh my god, more gameplay? Who'd have thunked it? Who wait, play? I mean, I don't particularly matter, but let's do life. Oh, surveillance device. When you enter the surveillance device, scanning it, activated. The linked defense unit enters invulnerable state and attacks within the scanning range. The attack and invulnerable state cease once you exit the range. Okay. Defense unit. All defense units operate in tandem with the surveillance devices. Unless destroying the surveillance device can stop the defense unit from functioning. Okay. I know, I push the button and the button do the thing. I'm not actually looking at what I'm doing, I'm just kind of mashing buttons and hoping, well not mashing buttons, I'm trying to time it, but... Aru. Okay. I could have dodged those lasers. I got the skills. I pushed the button. Okay, there's no point in that. Cool. Noted. It's very pretty. We did a very good job with the
Fuck you. Stupid turret. They... Oh, I went around in oh my god, I am dumb. How the hell did I do that? And there is more chopping. Great, hang on. There we go. I had to turn the filters off, so now my audio's all fucked and I can't be low. You know what? Go gadget spin. Okay, hang on. Just a sec. Why the hell was that? Okay, never mind. I fixed the thing that wasn't really... Is there something in there? Nothing useful in here. What is this place? Ah, my necklace is glowing. Damn, you got one of those special necklaces that glow when you go towards random tech. That's a thing, apparently. Oh my god, her booba stone. Huh. How convenient she just so happened to have that necklace on her that she just has with her at all times, apparently, I guess. I wish I could say. I actually need to go to the loo again. I will be back in a second. Oh my god.
I have returned. Okay. Back to story. My god, I've been going for 3 hours and I'm only at like 6. My mind was slow to catch up, but my senses snapped back. I was soaked in sweat and starving, like I could eat a whole cow. Oh, I've been there, buddy. I rubbed my eyes. The air was thick with a rich, savory scent, like fat crackling over a flame. Clarina? Oh no, she's been turned into an adipose. And fell on the floor. Okay, that's a reference. I don't think I'm gonna get. You're awake. You were out for so long. You feeling alright? I'm gonna change song. Not that it's a bad song. Okay, come on. I've gotta have some classic Nickelback cheese. You gotta do it once, at least once a month. Okay, wait, Dronza hasn't been able to post this entire time. Fucking... Why did he say nothing? Okay. How do I unban? No, how the fuck do I... Unban. Okay, Dronza, everything should be fixed now if you're still here. I don't know if you are. You should have said this, it wasn't working anymore. Hopefully it works now. I'm so fucking pissed off at this stupid shit. Why does it keep doing that? Is that everything I need? Actually, let me check while I'm here. Where does she rank on the tier list? I actually don't know. Oh, damn. Okay, she's moved up. Well, I'm sorry not saying anything at the moment. I'm just currently reading something. Okay, so this character... Clarina has not been added to the tier list yet, so I have no idea where she ranks. Her damage don't feel too great. Let me use next one I'll use a proper team dedicated to her, though. Fucking... She rushed in, reaching out to check my temperature. Much better. Is that food I'm smelling? Or did you accidentally burn your foot? Hungry? Perfect. I whipped up something for breakfast. She brought in a tin pot, potatoes and carrots stewed in a hearty mash, with beef gleaming beneath a glossy layer of broth. Oh, that sounds good. Where did you find all this? You had a fever, and I was really worried, so I went back to the wreck. You went there alone? I found medicine and supplies and gave you the meds right away. Why was there just an entire pack of beef? It's supposed to be emergency food. That was reckless. What if all those bots had attacked you? But you seemed so ill, I couldn't just sit and do nothing. Something warm stirred in my chest. It was the soup. For a moment, I didn't know what to say. Thanks, Clarina. I'm fine, really. Just how my system works. Burns fast, crashes hard. Fever's part of the deal. Sorry for making you worry. It wasn't a big deal. I'll get you some rice. Why the fuck was there rice in the emergency rations? Is she shy? You're only just now realizing this. I glanced around. She cleaned up the place. It looked much tidier than last night. Strips of cloth hung drying on the rack outside. Looks like she'd torn them from her own dress. And by the bed, a few fresh-picked flowers. Gave this makeshift shelter a touch of warmth. Careful, it's hot. She used a strip of cloth to shield her hand as she brought over a box of steaming rice. You made all this? I grabbed some rations from the crate and spruced it up a little. They taste way better now. Did you put actual spruce leaves in? Because that sounds delicious. Where's your share? I kind of messed up a few batches at first, so I just ate the mistakes. I'm stuffed now, really. Go ahead. Don't worry about me. Then don't mind if I do. That's the wrong move. You still share. If she ate shit food, she's got to have some of her good cooking. A good chef always tastes their own food. Fuck. Her modded stew was surprisingly good. Paired with the rice, I polished off in no time. Actually, this is gonna. I need to say this. For some reason, I cannot, and I repeat, I cannot keep a train of thought when I am streaming. Yet the moment I have to complain about something, or do anything in a slightly aggravated or angry tone, I am, for some reason, a master communicator. Well, not master communicator, like there I would have said something different if I actually had time to think, but no, I have to say things in the moment. My brain has to react instantly. Which explains why I'm always so stupid, I don't think. Her modded stew was surprisingly good, paired with the rice I polished off in no time. She handed me a strip of cloth, just about the size of a handkerchief.
You've got some on your face.
Oh, thanks.
Does it still hurt?
What does?
This.
She pointed to the corner of her mouth and I touched mine. A faint scab remained. It's fine, I heal fast. It'll be gone soon.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Ever since the surgery, my body's been different. I have 2 left feet. Crazy. I don't know how the fuck this happened, and I'm starting to get concerned. Why am I turning into Lord Freezer? Fuck it, she's Lord Freezer.
Do I do Freezer voice for her?
Oh, monkeys. I guess I can. Ever since the surgery, my body's been different. I keep getting this weird urge to bite you.
Maybe Clarina is just Boomy in disguise. She trailed off. Yeah, so there was a slight complication after the surgery, and I had to step in. And while I was at it, you got exposed to a bit of my blood. That created a subtle link between my DNA and the syntropic nerves in your brain, which probably explains the instinct to consume my own DNA. I'm not repeating that. I wasn't going to bring it up. Figured you'd head back soon and it would wear off on its own. No need to make it awkward.
Why? Were you afraid my bite would hurt?
She was clearly teasing, sneaking a glance to catch my reaction. Not at all. What? What? You want to repeat that? I am screaming into my mic. I'm so sorry. I forget I don't have my thing. There we go. Okay. Now it shouldn't be peaking. It literally can't peak now. What little boy? What are you? Oh, God. The adjutant's a degenerate. I held my arm out to her. She made a silly little face at me.
To quote you, don't mind if I do.
She gave a playful, "No, I'm not saying that," and latched onto my forearm, pretending to gnaw. When she let go, a faint row of bite marks remained. Alright, let's focus on our problem at hand. Hard to tell. The interference messed with the clocks. It's been daylight for a few hours at least. Something's off about this island. Abandoned town, patrol bots still running, signal jamming still online. We need to stock up on supplies, enough to last until my operatives get here. If we gather enough, maybe we won't have to wait for rescue. We might just make it out on our own. Clarina, you're not gonna say literally fucking anything about the fact that you saw your family's logo here? Well, sharp whistles cut through the air. We stepped outside. A red flare tore across the sky, trailing fire as it fell.
Is someone coming for us?
Maybe. It wasn't Himdale's signal. I checked my comms terminal, still scrambled by interference. But they showed up a little too fast. The night before at Himdale Base. Boss, dinner is on the line. Put it through. Myra's hologram shivered into view before not pie.
Any updates?
Nothing yet. I know you're worried, but Clarina's with Crazy. She'll come back safe.
My lab's been breached. The only key was with Clarina.
You think I sent Crazy to do that?
The key's a gemstone, something my sister gave her. She's never once taken it off.
Why? Should I say that? Fucking, can I speak, please, Myra? Fucking name. To be fair, I did wear a pendant for like 3 years straight. So I can understand the sentiment, I guess. But your entire life? That's kind of a bit... Actually, the only reason I couldn't stop is because it literally broke. It was literally just a Celtic symbol for life or something. I can't remember. I just thought it looked cool. I don't believe she'd wander off, remove it, and trigger a hidden mechanism on her own. You've met Crazy before, you know what kind of person he is. People change, not Pyre, just like you did. You're dying. That's what it is about. You want the experiment logs. I'll hand them over, just promise you won't hurt Clarina. It's not like that, try to stay calm. If anything happens to her, you'll know she's all I have. I raised her like my own. You know what I'm capable of. I know, and I won't let it come to that. Trust me. The call cut out. Caroline, who's on standby at the base? Get them ready to deploy. Yes, boss. Now, Yao and Nita. I've already given them the heads up. Good, keep a close eye on Myra and the rescue team she sent. If we tell them, they'll lead us straight to the lab. First priority is locating Crazy. After that, collect everything you can on the lab. We'll need it for the partnership. Boss, if you don't mind me asking, is there really going to be a partnership? That doesn't depend on Myra, but on Clarina. The rescue team bore the Ganora biotech insignia. Something felt off. Some of them walked right past us, heading straight for the island's water tower. This island's been fired off periodic EMB bursts. How did you even get here? No comment. I frowned. That hostility was unprovoked. Miss Clarina, you must be through a lot. There's a nest cabin already on board. This way, please. Okay. Let's go, Crazy. Clarina had already taken 2 steps when the lead rescuer blocked my path. Hold it right there, Mr. Adjutant. We've been ordered to escort you elsewhere. Enough! Who gave you the right to treat my guests like this? Apologies, Miss Clarina. The directive came straight from Madame Myra. We're just following orders. That has to be a mistake. Give me your comms. I'll speak to my aunt myself. And Cat. I'm coming, Puss. I will let you in now. Because it is raining. Come on. Come on. Cat. Come on. What do you want inside of what? Come on. Do you want in or not? You don't want it. Okay, fine, you're being a little pest. Oh, don't you just love when a pet decides it wants to be a pest? Signal suppressions across the zone, and before deployment, Madame Myra issued a standing order. Please don't make this harder than this needs to be, Miss Clarina. Hard? No, your order is impossible. Before they could react, I ripped the weapon from the guard's belt and crushed it in the wad of scrap. Freeze! Down on the ground! The rest of the team tensed up, weapons drawn, aiming straight at me. Clarina snatched a weapon from the nearest guard. No normal human could match her manifestation speed. She leveled it at the rescue captain without hesitation. Drop your weapons now. That's an order. Stand down. Drop them. Easy, Clarina. They're no threat to me. Clarina moved back to my side as the team slowly backed off, creating distance. They're repositioning, looking for cover. I'm sorry. Aunt Maya always goes too far. A glimpse from a distant high point caught my eye. The reflection of a sniper scope, steady and trained. It's fine, I'm unscathed. And my operatives have arrived. Yay, more gameplay. I'm almost done. Luckily, gameplay is pretty fast. No, please don't make me play fucking this Yao. Why this Yao? We literally have upgraded Yao, my fucking god, why? Dawnwing, save me, please. I can't bear to play fucking Yao, of all people. Well, that version of Yao, I don't like that. It just don't feel good. So why does it need to get an upgraded version? Nita. Nita.
Paying extra for this.
Oh, come on, I barely missed that.
You're a nut. Going to like this. Don't waste a shot.
You know, this is kind of fun.
That's what they pay us for.
Well, I don't think this is ever been... Are you joking me? The fucking invisible walls of Ankaroth again. Again, I am sniper. How do I... How do I... Oh. Oh, okay, cool.
After tonight, the days start getting longer.
After the night, the days start getting longer. Sure. Oh, I get it. It's because she's solstice. The doy. Right. I don't want to play this, Nita. I will be infinitely faster if I just do this. You know, let's do this. Speedrun this shit. This Nita version they give you here, this one here, this was actually completely free. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Where am I go? The fuck do you mean boxes explode? Did I give you permission to explode, Mr. Box? No, I did not. So you can fuck right off. Is that all? No, okay.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Wee, the speed character.
Quick break, everyone.
Yeah, this is kind of. You know what? Fuck you. Boom. Yeah, that kind of checks out, doesn't it? Oh, my thumb. What the hell have I done to it? Wait, am I not got max friendship on Enya somehow? How the hell did that happen? That's what I did. So how is it I can use other Yao, but I can't use my pulse that is just stronger? I don't know. Kind of weird, champ. Chat, that's kind of strange, don't you think? Okay. We're almost done, then I can go eat the food. Gonna Narita this up. Narita's so cute. Just that little express. Oh. What the fuck? Those are completely new enemies, so that's cool. Yes. Even though it's kind of pointless, like I've got so much more damage. Like one hit of my skill practically one-shots them. We. I have actually strained my thumb somehow. I have no clue how I did that. Surely button mashing fucking Woowa didn't strain it this much. I kind of suspected it was Woowa, but I didn't. No, you fucking die. Who said you were allowed to hit me? I need them. Delicious. Check YouTube quickly. Okay. My nose has reached new levels of itchy. It was a one-sided battle. From the sound of bullets hitting their mark, it was clear my operatives weren't using lethal ammo. Oh. I was. I waved towards the sniper's perch. A few glints from the scope flicked in reply. Adjutant, I was worried sick. How? Well, no, she's actually British. I can do her voice, kind of. Lisa rushed over and threw her arms around me. I gave her a quick ruffle. Gave her hair a quick ruffle. How'd you get here so fast? Did we? Caroline's just told us to get tail Granora's ship. That's odd. How did the Granora's team get here so fast? How's everyone else? Most of them are sweeping on the route. Only Yao and I were on standby, so here we are. Crazy. Oh, right. This is Nita, one of my operatives. Ignore the fact you can see literally everything. This is Miss Clarina Genora. She recently underwent a theotropic nerves procedure at the Yggdrasil, cured her Jovosis. Oh, a newcomer. Welcome aboard. You're gonna love our big family. Well, Clarina's case is a bit unique. NotPy approved her procedure as a one-off. She's not with Himdale. I'm just here to escort her home. Oh then, bon voyage. Come visit us sometime. Yao's still tied up here, so it's just you and me on the ride back, Adjutant. You've practically got ditch her for a private date written on your face. Anyway, I need to get Clarina back to Pholosia first. Wait, didn't her family send a ship to pick her up? Weren't you there? How could they still do that after such a fight? Oh yeah, makes sense. Did Minus Pi, fucking hell, to use sleepers on them? Sleepers are non-lethal rounds developed by Himdale's logistic department. They knock out targets cold without leaving lasting damage. Yup, what does she say again? Alright, ensure the adjutant's safety while minimizing irreversible damage to the hostile party. Something like that. Figures. NotPy and Myra probably still have more talks ahead. We need to get Clarina home. Isn't the signal jamming around here? Isn't the signal jammed around here? How'd you know what's going on? You'll see once we get out of here. Clarina stood nearby, quietly listening in. When I glanced her way, she stiffened slightly, clearly caught off guard. What is it? Nothing. Are we leaving? Yeah, I'm taking you home. That's basically what happened. She went out looking for supplies while I was asleep and might have stumbled into a lab by accident. I see. The EMP burst and jamming came from a genetically engineered plant. Traces of titagen tech 2. Okay, weird. Yao's bringing a sample back. Once Clarina's home and now that she's cured, I can finalize the report. Good to hear. See you soon. Once we cleared the island signal interference radius, I got a line through to I keep gonna say minus pi. We stopped, hang on. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. Once we cleared the island signal interference radius, I got a line through to minus pi. We stopped near, oh my god, not again. Oh god, the hay fever's back. I got a line through to minus pi. We stopped at a nearby Himdale outpost to rest and resupply, then continued by land. Nita sat up front with me. Clarina rode in the back, watching the security blur past the window. Scenery blur past the window. Oh my fucking god, not again. Hang on. Cat. Okay, hang on. Cat. Three sneezes in a single minute. Well, actually, that's probably less than 30 seconds. Can we go for a fourth? So far, no. Well, she seemed gloomy. With Nita here and the situation so delicate, I held off asking anything. I'd taken this road before. We were close. Nita? Yeah? This town's got a few Philosophia specialties. Pick some up for the others. Pick some up for the others? I'll swing by and pick you back after dropping off Clarina off. It's quicker this way. Sure thing, I've got this. Cheers, love, for cavalry's here. Nita hopped out. The car went quiet. In the mirror, I caught Clarina's eyes. Crazy. Yeah. Can I come visit you sometimes? Of course, anytime. And if you're not ever busy, would you come visit me? Whenever you want to see me, just say the word, I'll be there. Then it's a promise. I really enjoyed our time together. Same here. Even though we both almost died. The manor gates appeared in the distance. We were almost there. Our time was slipping away. I eased off the throttle, letting the car slow. She didn't speak again until we reached the gate. I got out, walked around and opened the door for her. We've arrived. She paused, and slowly stepped out. With her back to the manor and her eyes fixed on me, she drew in a deep breath. I'll miss you. She uttered those words softly, like a spark to a fuse. It set every nerve in my body alight in an instant. Heat surged to my face. If you'd like... What? Clarina. Without us noticing, Myra had appeared on the second floor balcony, looking down, probably for a while. Then she vanished, likely heading down to meet us. I swallowed the words on the tip of my tongue. Clarina, if you ever grow tired of the life you're going back to, call me. Whether you're ready for something new or just want someone to sit beside you for a while, I'll come. She gave a firm nod. Glancing back towards the front door, she stepped forwards and gave me a hug, then let go just before Myra appeared. Goodbye, Crazy. Goodbye, Clarina. Nita was the one driving on the way back. I used the time in the car to check in with the girls. Yggdrasil's aircraft was already prepped by the nearby airstrip. Takeoff, then landing. On the way, we passed the amusement park. Fucking gates changed shut on the Ferris wheel, just a silhouette in the dark. By the time we got back to base, the transport carrying the RV was already en route to Velocia. My lip itched. I touched it. The scab flaked off instantly, revealing my fresh skin underneath. Next thing I knew, I was already in Minus Pi's office. She was immersed in her work, not even acknowledging me at first. Not Pi? How long have I been sitting here? Half an hour. If you've got something to say, just say it. I don't know how. It's about Clarina, isn't it? You knew. You're not exactly subtle. She's been through a lot. I've heard bits and pieces, but I'm not family. I'm in no position to question how she was raised. And Gonora and Yggdrasil don't exactly see eye to eye. Yeah. But I want to bring her back. Not for politics or strategy or leverage. Just because I want to. I'll find another way to get what you want, I promise. Do what you need to, don't worry about me. Seriously? Some chances don't come twice, like bringing her back. Other things, they can wait. What's sitting on a lab bench will still be there tomorrow. Thanks. Wait. I was just about to stand when she stopped me. Reaching under her desk, she pulled out a transparent Ziploc bag. Inside was a journal. Recovered from the cockpit. Clarina's. You might as well give it back to her. Don't you fucking read it. Once I made up my mind, I didn't wait. While the aircraft was being readied, I headed back to my room to pack. As I gathered my things, something slipped out from the journal on the Ziploc bag. A photo. Fireworks in the background. Two people tucked, yeah, fucking great, brain. Two people tucked close in a Ferris wheel cabin. The girl was smiling more brightly than I'd ever seen. Let me change song. Yeah, bit more happy. It was from our ride together. She'd printed it. Oh, so she didn't, so her phone doesn't print Polaroids. Okay, that makes a little more sense, even though it's very funny to imagine that. I opened the bag and set the journal and photo on my desk. Turning the photo over, I found a single line scribbled on the back. If you can hear me. She gazed out the window for a long time. Then slowly she lowered her head and wrote those words. She turned to the first page of the journal, the only thing she's brought along with her on her trip. Monday. My condition's getting worse. Aunt Myra's been really worried. That's what hurts the most. She's taking it harder than I am, like her whole world's falling apart. I don't want to die. Nobody does, but what can we do? I wish I knew how to comfort her. All I can do is study harder. Maybe that'll ease her mind. But it only seems to make her sadder. What else can I do? I really don't know. Friday. That's a fucking jump. Aunt Myra says there's a chance. She's got experts from Yggdrasil involved, and Crazy is coming to pick me up personally. Apparently that name means a lot to her. I looked him up. Thought it was some movie hero at first. One person pulling off all those things. Sounds totally made up. Is Aunt Myra in love with him or something? Can they really cure me? Ganura's been at this forever and barely made progress. Is Yggdrasil's tech really that much better? Crazy's coming in a couple of days. So, does that mean I get a break? Monday. It's okay to be a little pessimistic sometimes. That line hit me like a current. Head to toe, a flush of pinpricks dancing. It's okay to be pessimistic. Maybe that's why people sigh so often. Crazy. He's unlike anyone I've ever met. Being around him feels like utter garbage. Fucking hell, I hated every second of it. Looking back, maybe I got too comfortable too fast. You're not supposed to open up to someone you only just met, right?
Yeah, literally 6 hours prior.
But then why is my heart racing?
That's the cholesterol.
Why do I feel all warm and fluttery?
That's the space heater. All of these have very rational explanations.
I looked it up. The internet says I'm fucking no, you're not.
4 hours.
What nonsense. I'm never opening that site again.
It was fucking 4chan. Or Reddit. Or Quora. Probably Quora.
At most, maybe it's a crush. That breeze tonight felt extra soft. Even the flowers smelled sweeter. He seemed happy with dinner. I'll make breakfast tomorrow. Maybe that'll help him remember me better. Yeah, let's do that. Tuesday. We're leaving tomorrow. If it hit me all of a sudden, I might not have much time left. I shouldn't get my hopes up. The higher they rise, the higher they'll fall. No one's ever been cured of this. Why would I be the first? If I don't make it,
Will Aunt Myra blame Crazy? I hope not. Aunt Myra, if you're reading this, don't take it out on anyone, okay? Even Gonora failed to fix me. They did their best. Also, stop reading my journal. Burn it now! I'm turning back into Lord Freezer. Wednesday. Crazy let me drive today. It was wild. On the way back, we passed an amusement park. It had a Ferris wheel. I've never been on one. They say if two people kiss at the very top, they'll live happily ever after. When the fuck has anyone ever said that? Probably some cheesy marketing gimmick. But I kind of love that idea. Oh well. Crazy promised he'd take me, but the surgery is tomorrow. I asked about the risk, he brushed it off. He's sweet, but he totally thinks I'm clueless. Crazy would tell me, what if I die on the operating table, you foolish monkey? Forget it. I know I shouldn't ask for too much. I'll go back to the normal voice, fine. Forget it, I know I shouldn't, but I really, really want to go with him. We went. Crazy actually took me to the amusement park. We had popcorn and ice cream. I'm the happiest, luckiest girl in the whole world. We rode the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel. And the best part, there were fireworks right on cue. I was too shy to ask for a kiss, but we took a photo. I'll treasure it forever. Surgery's tomorrow. Even if I die, I have today. I have no regrets. I guess bad luck doesn't stick with someone forever. Like tonight, I got to be the luckiest girl in the world. Yeah, I still don't want to die. Just as I thought. Hope is a dangerous thing. Thursday. I made it. It feels good to be alive. I can feel hunger. I can eat. I can smell flowers. And I can see you. If only days like this could last forever. But I should be grateful. Just being alive. That's already more than I could ask. Friday. Crazy gave me an RV. Best gift I've ever received. Like OMG, guys. I can drive it. Cooking it, I'm not good at either, but Crazy looked happy. Tried cooking again. He said I'm really improved. I love being around him. I really do. Thursday. Forgot to bring my journal today. Went out with Crazy. When he dozed off, I stole a kiss. He didn't know. I feel sad. I have to go home tomorrow. Crazy. I've fallen for you. Specifically down the stairs. Like, it actually really fucking hurts. My hip is in locations I didn't know were possible. You probably know, or maybe you don't. Just thinking about leaving you makes me want to cry. I wish I could ask, can I stay? Can I be one of your operatives? Go on missions with you, like in the movies? I know I've been lucky while plenty struggle to feed themselves. I've only ever known comfort. But still, I can't help wondering. How nice would it be if I weren't a Gonora? No legacy to inherit, no weight on my shoulders. I guess I've been spoiled. I've already had more luck than I deserve. But even so, I still want to say it. So much fucking dialogue. Tucked between the final pages of the journal there's that photo. On the back, she'd written, if you can hear me, I've already read this. Take Me Away. What, by Blue Oyster Cult? Fucking amazing song. It's not Blue Oyster Cult, what am I saying? Hang on. What is... Who made the song? I can't remember, hang on. This is gonna bug me, I need to check. Who may Take Me Away? I'm looking this up. Thing. Where the fuck is that song? Oh my god, I've scrolled too far. Fuck it. No, I need to find... this is gonna piss me off if I don't find it. At this point, I have to.
Let me change song first of all. It is Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah, I know my music. Brilliant song. Okay, back to Mayo's regularly scheduled. Not regularly scheduled. This is I can never do this regularly. Back to doing the story. Sunday. I'm home. The old journal was lost in the crash. It was like a part of me got left behind on that island. Sometimes I even imagined, what if no one ever found us? Maybe we could have stayed there forever. I think I want to give it a try. Maybe Aunt Myra will say yes. But stay on a stupid island forever? Clarina closed her new journal and stepped out of her room. Myra was on the phone. She glanced over and gave a nod, motioning for Clarina to sit. Clarina took a seat, quietly going over what she wanted to say. No, that's not negotiable. It's too early for that. Even if we agree to a partnership, the project stays in Velocia. That's final. Be patient. I've got most of what I need, and I'm not the one on the clock. She hung up and then turned to Clarina. How are you feeling? Sleep okay? Yes, I'm fine. Myra, was that about the Yggdrasil deal? Yes, despite everything, Pi still has remained cooperative, and the project offers more benefits than risks. I want you to lead it. How does that sound? That'd be great. But, Aunt Myra, there's something I want to talk to you about. Oh? Myra raised a brow, eyes narrowing slightly as she studied Clarina's face. Ever since the surgery, my body feels different. I want to join Heimdall. I want to be with Crazy. Under Myra's gaze, her voice trailed off. But then, something seemed to click, and she found her words again. I was really happy when I was with him. That's the kind of life I want to live. Do you even understand what you're saying? Myra's voice was calm, which Clarina knew was a bad sign. She always got quiet when she was truly angry. Clarina stayed silent. She knew this wasn't her turn. Myra's was only just beginning. Do you know what Heimdall is up against? Do you understand how dangerous the Titans really are? Even the chief investigator at the Academy of Acropolis died not long ago from exposure to titagen contamination. And Heimdall faces far worse. Crazy. He went to Miss Stilnine Station not long after I met him. Heimdall is one of the most dangerous places in the world. I sent you there for treatment, not to die. Then what if I took a desk job? It wouldn't be anywhere near the danger. There's no place more dangerous than by his side. You're in love with him, aren't you? Yes. There wasn't the slightest hesitation. I don't know why I copied the sigh. A quiet sigh escaped Myra. Some lessons you just have to learn the hard way. Myra felt silent for a long time. Only sighs remained, as if the right words had slipped just beyond reach. Before your mother passed, I made a promise. I made myself a promise that I'd find a cure for you. That I'd keep you safe, make sure you lived a long, happy life. Clarina wants to say something, but held her tongue. You're still a child, and yet you've fallen for the most dangerous man alive. Not wrong. I can't let you go to him. But he's the only one I ever want. Then wait until you're older, until you can run the company on your own, until you can take charge of your own life. And even then, you're not joining Heimdall, not ever. I don't understand, Aunt Myra. You were born in this manner. You caught a glimpse of the world beyond, and suddenly, this place feels like a cage. But do you have any idea how many people would kill for the life you have? I do, I really do. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. Okay, people are stomping, awesome. But I'm not happy. The life you've planned out for me, it's not the life I want. That life made you who you are. You are Clarina.
heiress of the Granora family, my niece, Venetta's daughter. Everything you feel, everything you are came from that life. You can't reject who you are. I'm not trying to, I just want to see what else is out there. That won't be necessary. As long as I'm alive, I won't let anything harm you, and if I'm gone, I'll have left everything you need in place. Aunt Myra, please don't say that. I'm not saying you can't be with him. I get it. I was young once too. I just hope you can understand where I'm coming from. You're the only family I have left in this world, Clarina. I can't stand by and watch you throw yourself into danger. There are plenty of heroes out there. People with talent, with guts like crazy. But people like us? Yes, we have wealth, even a measure of influence, but that only buys us a bit more time when disaster strikes. I understand, Aunt Myra. After hearing Myra out, Clarina didn't have the heart to argue anymore. Then I'll take my leave. Good night, Aunt Myra. Wait. That necklace. Leave it. Huh? You were the one who unlocked the facility, weren't you? Yes. We had disagreements over whether we should move forward with human genetic recombination experiments. When I saw the company emblem in that abandoned town on the island, I thought maybe you were running trials behind my back, so I went in to check. But I didn't touch anything inside. That facility holds what Yggdrasil is after. Give me the necklace. The site is compromised. I need to relocate the asset. What asset? What is it? I can't tell you. Why not? It's for your own good. Clarina let out a faint, bitter laugh and took off the necklace. For my own good. Maybe she really meant it. Though I don't see it that way. Not that it makes any difference. I don't like it. Clarina set down her pen and stared into the night, lost in thought. After a while, she resumed writing. Happiness can't be faked. Neither can pain. I'm not just some spoilt kid chasing thrills. I want to understand what this life is supposed to mean. Am I doing all this just to take over the company? To uphold the family legacy? To secure happiness? Decades from now? Is Aunt Myra happy now? I don't think so. I can fly now. I can see the texture of petals in the dark. My senses are sharper. My body feels stronger than ever. I want to see the world. The night sky here is beautiful. But even beauty grows dull when it never changes. She paused, then tore the page from her journal. On a fresh sheet, she began to write. Dear Aunt Myra, good evening. I've decided to go out and see the world. I don't know when I'll be back, so don't wait for me at dinner tomorrow, or next week, or the week after that. I'll take care of myself. I'll cook my own meals and only drink whatever never left my sight. I promise I'll be fine, so please don't worry. For the time being, I'd like to not be the heiress. I don't need to have it all. I just want to see what else is out there. I'm afraid I'll need to take the necklace. You're leaving tomorrow morning, and I saw you put it back in Mum's room. It was hers. She left it to me. It's the only thing I'm bringing with me. As for the asset in the lab, I believe it belongs to me too. I think I have the right to decide what happens to it. I'll come visit. I'll miss you. She hesitated, then added one last line. I'm sorry. She folded the letter and slipped out into the hallway, leaving it by Myra's bedroom door. She quietly stepped into her mother's room and retrieved the necklace. Back in her own room, her heart was still pounding. She opened the window. Beyond it stretched the balcony, swallowed by the night. All she had to do was climb out, and no one would be able to find her. But she hesitated. She looked back at her room. The manor had been renovated not long ago. Many of the design choices had been hers. The roof terrace was her favourite spot.
From the balcony, she could smell the flowers. And more than anything, this is where she was born. Myra was right. Every corner of this place held a piece of her. What if I don't fit in it out there? Fit in out there? What if it's harder than I thought to make a living? What if he doesn't actually like me? What if Aunt Myra falls ill while I'm gone? What if she needs me and I'm not there? She made the decision on impulse, but now, standing at the window, all she could feel was doubt. A surname isn't something you can just walk away from. She realized she couldn't really betray her past, not when it had shaped her. Her thoughts, her values, everything she was. It was something she longed to escape, yet couldn't quite let go. Everything you feel, everything you are, everything came from that life. You can't reject who you are. Myra's words echoed in her mind. She suddenly realized that her aunt had carried her own weight all along. All these years, she had been trying tirelessly to cure her. The path Myra had paved might not be the one she liked, but it was hard to step off of. She just couldn't bring herself to do that. She didn't hate the life she knew, but she didn't love it either. The higher the hope, the harder the fall. She was starting to believe that. She felt herself caving in. Maybe she should retrieve the letter and put the necklace back where it was. But part of her wasn't ready to go back to a life she knew. A life pruned to their design is no life at all. She stood at the window, gazing at the night sky. The stars were the same as always, yet tonight they felt both dear and distant, familiar and dull. Words failed her. Clarina? Are you up there? After landing, I drove straight into the... Genura Manor. The front gates were locked tight. A lone guard stood at the booth. I stepped forward. Please present your ID. Wait. She stepped back, hand flying over to her radio. He's here, over. Do not let him in, over. Sorry, you're not allowed to pass this point. What happened to level B clearance and see to my every need? I gave her a wry smile and flicked the card I'd gotten on my first visit. A crisp metallic ping rang out. Metal, sharp edge, that'll do. I'm here for Clarina. Let me through. The guard stayed silent. I took a step forward. The guard instantly raised her rifle. The barrel aimed straight at the ground in front of my feet. Stand back. Miss Myra, what exactly did I do to end up on your blacklist? Sorry about this. In the split second she hesitated, I flung the card. It spun through the air like a blade, embedding clearly into the bolt of her rifle. I moved in, knocked it out with ease, and pulled the card back out. Verifying clearance. Access granted. I made for the courtyard, cutting through the garden path, my heart pounding hard with every step. I'd seen this place at night before, but this time, it felt different. I tried to recall the layout. Clarina's room should be just ahead. Light spilled from the window, the balcony door was open. I moved to the spot below and looked up, keeping my voice low but clear. Clarina, are you up there? A figure burst into view. Clarina. She clutched the railing with one hand, the other flying to her mouth, eyes wide as she searched for me in the dark. Crazy. Right here. What are you doing here? To see you. I saw what you wrote on the back of that photo. Clarina, what is it you wanted to tell me? I'm here to hear it from you in person. I love you, Crazy. I really do. Fuck. Why is this so soapy? I love you too, Clarina. Come with me. They're not normally this sappy. We've only known each other for 2 fucking weeks. Oh my god. But I can tell you haven't been happy here. You only rarely smile at this place. You always look like you're wearing a mask, like something's weighing you down. You don't want to live like this, do you? You wrote that song, didn't you? Is this really how you want to live the rest of your life? Come with me, let me take you away. The RV I gave you is waiting outside. We can drive straight back to home. And if you never ever miss this place, we'll come back. Or if that's too much, just take a walk with me. Play another song for me. We'll sit down for tea and you can treat me to your favorite dessert. Would you like that, Clarina? I finally let it all out, and when I looked at her again, tears were streaming down her cheeks. Yes, yes, I'd love that. Take me away. That's what I want to say. Please, take me away. Something inside me just melted. In that moment, nothing in the world could have touched me more than those words. But how do I get down? She leaned over the railing, laughing softly at herself. Jump, I'll catch you. You better not drop me, you fucking twat. She climbed onto the railing, slipped off her shoes, and tossed them to the ground. Are you ready? Yes, fingers crossed. Yes, I've got you. Of course they had to do this. I opened my arm, she swung her leg over the railing and jumped. Moonlight cloaked her as she drifted down like a treasure fallen from the skies. Her dress billowed wildly. She tried to hold it down, but the wind wasn't having it. She looked at me flustered. Her cheeks flushed pink. I don't know which ones they're talking about. That's the sad part. I caught her feet securely in my hands. They were warm and... Huh? It must have tickled. She tumbled forward into my shoulders, her breath pounding in sync with mine. Cool. She crouched in my hands, leaned in, and gently cupped my face. Then her lips met mine, her toes curled against my wrist. How are you? Oh, I'm so confused. Her fingers braced the back of my head. Sure. My tongue gently grazed their sharp little cuspids, and she shyly responded, hesitant at first, then yearning, until she lost herself completely. Chomp, chomp. I held her close and gently lowered her to the ground. Her face was still flushed as she slipped her shoes back on. Right, this is for you. She pointed to the necklace around her neck. Back on the island when you were asleep, I went out looking for medicine and noticed something strange. After giving you the dose, I headed back out. I found a lab, my aunt's. Turns out the necklace my mum gave me was the key to its gates. You were looking for this, right? She took off the necklace, then pulled out another nearly identical one. The original was too heavy anyway, so I made a copy. This one's so light it floats in the bath. Thank you, Clarina, but I can't take it. What? I'll find another way to talk to Maria. I don't want to use you to get what I need. You keep it. She didn't say a word, just wrapped her arms around me. Are you two lovebirds finished? Myra's voice drifted down from above. Where the night sky met the manor's rooftop, she stood, watching us from afar. Yet her voice floated over the moonlight, clear and cold. Clarina, you disappoint me. Wind stirred at her feet. Under the moonlight, a crimson shimmer began to bloom around her. The contamination level spiked sharply. In the blink of an eye, a storm-force wind surged, nearly knocking us off balance. Titans? Clarina, get behind me. Yeah, time for combat. Ooh, it's the big boss. Okay, it's like, fuck, I can... Let's go for a full Clarina team. Let's see how strong her damage is. Cinematic. Yay. Where the fuck did Nita come from? No, really, where the fuck did she come from? Oh, like, sorry, I had to say it. And now we go for the big booms. Is that 800k? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, her damage is honestly pretty strong when you use her ult. Why is she able to transform into giant robot Gundam? Is that about to be explained, or is that just going to be left up in the air? The vines and blossoms that had once surged with a will of their own just moments ago now lay strewn across the ground, limp, lifeless. The matter fell quiet again. Myra's armor had shed piece by piece, drained of its power, exhausted. She dropped to her knees, glaring at me with nothing but spite. I stepped closer and picked up a shattered piece of her armor. It still carried traces of titagen, some kind of biotech, fusing plant tissue with titagen. Ready to have a real conversation now, Miss Myra? I guess Himdall operatives really do live up to their stories. And what about you, Crazy? Are you still the same man you used to be? I knew. I had a feeling we'd cross paths. If it were before Mistiltine Station, sorry. That stretch of memories is a bit fuzzy. When it comes to chivalry, you've made no progress. We've fought before? Of course, I was young back then, and you taught me a lesson or two. So what do you think? After all these years, have I improved? I think it's clear to both of us that you don't stand a chance against me. Save it, I was holding back. Going full force of you wouldn't have felt fair, would have felt unfair. But maybe that's the issue. I should have known you know my true strength. I should have shown you my true strength, otherwise you'll never feel safe in trusting Clarina to me. I crouched beside her, resting my hand on what was left of her armor. The traces of titagen it held were instantly drawn into my palm, siphoned off like water through a crack. Myra felt it. Her eyes went wide, fixated on where my fingers touched the edge of the plating. If I'm the one you're fighting, that impressive armor of yours is really just for show. Didn't want to humiliate you. You're Clarina's family. But it seems you've gotten the wrong idea about me, so no hard feelings? From the look in Myra's eyes, the collapse of that last hope shook her more than she cared to admit. Clarina, could you pass me the necklace? She slipped it off and placed it in my hand. Through the gem I could sense a faint pulse of titagen. I turned and held it out to Myra. If I'm right, that lab on the island was built for titagen research, wasn't it, Professor Myra? How could I forget? Myra wasn't just a corporate executive. She was a professor at the Academia Acropolis, one of the leading minds in titagen research. Bioengineering flora designed for electrical dissurgence, signal relays laced with titagen resonance. That's how the rescue team reached us so quickly. I never set foot in my lab. Whatever project you're running in there, whatever the research or tech, it doesn't matter to me anymore. You can keep Clarina's necklace for now, but here's what I need. Trust me. Let Clarina come with me. Myra stared blankly at my necklace in her hand. Then, Clarina stepped out from behind me. She knelt softly at her aunt's side and wrapped her arms around her. I'm sorry, Aunt Myra. This place will always be my home, and you'll always be my family. I just want to see the world with my own eyes. Please don't be upset. Myra remained silent. She bowed her head, fingers tightening around the necklace. Then without a word, She brushed Clarina's arms away, turned around, and limped off into the dark. A week later, Myra stepped into the house and, out of habit, glanced at the stairs. Clarina used to wait there every evening to greet her. Even now, the reflex hadn't faded. Each time her gaze landed on that empty space, a quiet sigh followed. She'd just returned from the island lab. The asset was still there, untouched. But instead of bringing peace of mind, it only deepened the heaviness in her chest. Without Clarina to mentor, her days felt longer. She sank onto the couch. Loneliness crept in like a tide. A stack of envelopes sat on the table. Clarina's letters, sent over the past few days. After a long pause, she opened one. A photo slipped out. 2 sandwiches stuffed with scrambled eggs and beef alongside 2 iced glasses of milk. What? Milk with ice? Ew. On the back, a note in Clarina's handwriting.
Aunt Myra, this was a breakfast. I made it myself. Cooking makes me happy. Picking the ingredients, adjusting the heat, layering the flavors. There's so much to think about. When you're cooking for someone you care about, you put your heart into every single step. You used to say doing things you're not good at is a waste of time, but I don't think that's true. Crazy loved the sandwich, and in that moment, I felt truly happy. When I come home, I'll make one for you too.
Myra stared at the words in silence, her expression unreadable. She turned the photo over again, this time studying the sandwiches in quiet detail.
She fucking used white bread instead of whole grain, and bitch. Also, daughter stolen successfully. After a long moment, she set the photo aside and reached for the next envelope. Another photo. This time it showed a pair of hands, fingers interlaced, taken from the passenger seat, a head stretched along empty road bathed in golden light. Why the fuck would you take that as a picture? That's so weird.
Aunt Myra, I forgot to tell you. Gracie gave me an RV. We're on our way to home now. I found I really enjoy driving. There's something about that pushing sensation when you hit the throttle. It's like the whole era's technology is urging you forward. The view is incredible. No video, no matter how many times you watch it, can compare to seeing it with your own eyes. When the sun comes up and it's just the 2 of us on the road, it's hard to describe. If there's ever a chance, I'd love to take you with me someday.
Fucking flies.
Eyes on the road, brat.
She muttered it under her breath and opened the next letter. This time a small silver coin tumbled out alongside the photo. The picture showed Clarina at Crazy standing on the main street of a mountain town, smiling into the camera. Just fucking road tripping, awesome.
Aunt Myra, I got this silver coin as a thank you gift. I want you to have it. Someone asked me to take her photo while we were passing through town. She liked it so much, she tried to pay me. I didn't take her money, so she gave me this coin instead.
So she paid you.
Maybe I could be a chef, or a photographer, or a driver. Crazy says Heimdall pays really well. I'm not exactly sure how much is really well, but I think I'll manage to keep myself fed at least. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, just writing whatever comes to mind.
Myra rubbed the silver coin between her fingers. After a long pause, she reached for the final envelope. Inside was one more photo. Clarina mid-melody on a harmonica, radiant and carefree.
I finally get to play the harmonica out in the open. No more sneaking onto the balcony. You always said it wasn't an instrument befitting someone like me. Honestly, I'm not sure if it was the harmonica I liked or just the thrill of keeping it from you. I've made it to home. Got my own room, everyone's really nice, and on off days, I can sleep in as long as I want. I don't know if I'll be any good at it, but I'm going to fight monsters now. Titans. That secret research you kept from me, it's about titans, isn't it? So maybe in a weird way, I've ended up on the path you'd always hoped I'd take. Are you eating properly? Now that I'm gone, there's no one left at home who dares nag you. Please take care of yourself. My mailing address is on the envelope. If you ever feel like writing, I'd love to hear from you. I know you've always had people around you, but sometimes you just seem so lonely. Lonely? Me? The nerve.
She tossed the photos onto the table and curled up on the couch, but her gaze kept drifting towards the letters. After a while, she picked up the last envelope again. This time, her eyes lingered on the return address. Then, without a word, she rose and walked to her study. And the final one at last. Welcome to Heimdall Force. I handed Clarina her personally customized sidearm. She took it with careful solemnity.
So, what's the Oath of Allegiance?
Oh, there's no such fucking thing, you dimwit. She tilted her head, then straightened up and gave a crisp salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Alright, enough goofing around. Go find Caroline and get your file logged.
Lunch later? I was thinking maybe I'll try making burgers this time.
Your call. She changed. No more masks, no more walls, just her, learning to live. Or maybe she'd start to understand those feelings, that hunger to live, to try, to taste everything life had to offer, like a spring that never runs dry. I smiled. I made my way towards Pai's office. Come in. For someone fresh off the operating table, you sure do spend a lot of time holed up in here. Old habits. What do you need? How do you know Myra? I had known Myra's sister, Vanessa, for many years. She was the one who first designed my treatment plan. She passed not long after Clarina was born. Myra stepped in after that. Something about Pai's face is off. Usually I could read her, smile in the eyes, a flicker of relief in the brow. But now it was all veneer. Then it clicked. Promise me you won't try and handle everything alone. Even if something's wrong, tell me. You have my word, and when I make promises, I keep them. You made me a promise once. A long time ago, didn't you? I know you wouldn't lie to me. I did make a promise, but part of it was not telling you about it. But you've been trying to drop hints, quietly. She didn't deny it. It's connected to the mission, and you wanted me to see for myself. Was the crash part of your setup? Of course not. I'd never put your life on the line. I'm sorry, Crazy. It's just, carrying this alone hasn't been easy. Give me a little more time for your sake and mine. I trust you. Crazy. Clarina waved from the dorm lounge bar at the table in front of her piled high with burgers and all kinds of snacks. She ran a knife across the top of a burger bun. The crisp golden crust crackled beneath the blade. As she sliced it open, melted cheese and savory juices spilled out from the cut. Incredible. Just 2 weeks ago, the same ingredients were basically a lump of charcoal.
Was that a compliment to my culinary progress?
She took a bite, then gave me a cheeky wink.
I nailed it. This one's the perfect thickness, easy to bite but still super satisfying. Some burger places stack theirs way too high. They look great, but try biting one. Nothing beats a homemade burger.
Where does she come up with all these burger philosophies? No, she is absolutely right. The wider the burger, the better. Too tall, it's fucking impossible. Still, I got it. New life, new flavor, new perspective. Oh, reception said a letter came for you. Figured I'd bring it by.
A letter? Is it from Aunt Myra, isn't it?
She slipped off her gloves, grabbed her lips with a dabbed her nips with a no, and opened the envelope I handed her. Clarina, the deed to the manor and my shares in the company are now under your name. Your debit card is enclosed. I've probably never been the guardian you deserved. Maybe it's time I learned to let go. Now go live your life chosen. Starting today,
Genoa Biotech belongs to you. Don't come looking for me. If I ever miss you, I'll come visit. Live a good life, or I'll have a word of him myself. Myra Genora.
Or Genora, I still don't know. A bank card and a familiar necklace slid out with a letter.
What is Aunt Myra thinking?
Welcome to the world of adults. Ding! Ding, ding, ding! Clarina's comms tunnel lit up like fireworks. Messages after messages poured in, flooding the screen. She turned to me wide-eyed. I shrugged. There wasn't much else I could do. Welcome to the real world, sweetheart. You're responsible. Conscientious. You push back against responsibility, but your care for Myra is real. And she knows you care about the company too. That's why she brought you in and made into many projects over the years. To forge a bond between you and your family business. With mentorship like that, no way you'd turn out to be a lousy heir. Maybe it's a little early to reel you in, sure, but it worked. She's tied your heart to the company. That means she's done her job. Clarina pauses for a moment, then powered off her phone and set it down on top of the laptop. For fuck's sake.
I'll worry about all that tomorrow.
Company goes bankrupt instantly.
We've got something way more important on the agenda today.
Karaoke or board games? What's it gonna be?
Both, obviously. Last bite.
She stuffed the last of the burger into her mouth and patted her lips dry.
Alright, see you in a bit.
She waved cheerily and dashed off towards her room, only to run right back out a moment later.
I forgot to say good morning.
She leaned in and kissed me, then gave the corner of her corner of her mouth a cheeky lick.
Good morning, Crazy.
She must have rinsed her mouth while inside. Only the faintest hint of vanilla lingered on my lip. I smiled back. Good morning, Clarina. And there we go. Done at last. That was good. Way more sappy than I expected, but what can you do? And now I've got a bunch of pulls to do. Yeah. Oh, and that's come in. Awesome. What? Why? Who the fuck? I don't know who that is. No. Okay, let me. Yeah, claim all that. Claim all that. Claim this. And now I have a bunch of pulls to do. What is this? Oh, okay, that's pretty easy. What am I looking for now? This. Right. Oh, I haven't done that. Okay, let me pull first. 52. Oh, hello, yeah. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. Damn, no more numbers. I was gonna say psych. Fuck. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, quickly do that. Grab this. So, for those who don't know, you can actually get every single character to the equivalent to maximum. You never have to swipe a single time in this game. That's why I love it. It's so free to play friendly. My god. C-Sun are just so generous. Thank you, C-Sun. Now give me a partnership. I'm kidding. But that would be very cool. Look, I've streamed this game for fucking 4 hours now. That's gotta be worth something. Okay, and operative. Yay. Finally, that is level 2. I don't have to level her up anymore because this doesn't really do much. Oh, no, that's actually really, really good. 15% attack is huge. Okay. yeah, that's just kind of it. I don't really have any more to do. I'm gonna end stream. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna bother writing because I don't think anyone's live. I'm gonna quickly check, I guess, but I really need to go get food. Yeah, actually, I really need to go get food. Thank you everyone for stopping. Thank you everyone for visiting. Thank you to everyone that came to stream. I can't speak. I'm just really hungry. Okay.